Good evening, everyone. Hope we're going well. Far out. What a weird day. What a weird day. A lot of weird fantasy scores going around. I did say that actually on Friday, though I wouldn't be shocked if this was a round that just went really, really weird. It started well. Big X, Big Cherry Bomb. I was very, very happy to bring him in on debut and score very well for me, which was nice. It was just frustrating that then Luke Ryan decided to go 150 after I traded him 2 weeks ago. If I'd traded Hayden Young instead, I would have gained 20-odd points last week and I would have gained about 80 points this week. So 100 points I've lost just through that trade, which is very frustrating. I just didn't expect Luke Ryan to go 121, 152 or 156 or whatever he got today. After Freo changed their game style and then they've changed it back again. It's just very, very frustrating. Far out. Just posting on Twitter that I'm live. Give me a sec, guys. Yeah, but no, Cherry was great. Luke Ryan, not so much. Well, Luke Ryan was great, but very frustrating. All right, cool. All right, that's posted. Alrighty. What do we got here? X is a god, says IT. Yes, he's pretty bloody good, that X fella. He doesn't go too bad. It was good to finally get him back in this week, actually. It'd been very stressful not owning him, but it's good to have him back in the team and scoring really well. So very, very happy with him indeed. He was very, very good. So, there we go. What do we got here? Detached Ads God, it's been a rough week. Whitfield 71, Dacos 71, Stewart 76, Dunkley 92, Green 98, Brayshaw 80, Goulden 69, Zorko 86. So I traded in Pooh instead of taking Simpkins 76. Troubling though, looks like a few people could be traded next week. Would you trade Martin to Newman or take on Simpkins 76 with Philippou? I'd probably take on the 76 with Philippou, I think. I think Philippou and Nick Martin will score more than Newman and a 76 from Simpkin, but it could be close, so I'm not sure. It's a tough one. Tony Ford, Luke Ryan is a flog. Yeah, he's not a flog. Bloody Freo are the bloody flogs because they changed their game style like the drop of a hat. I wish I could come up with a good analogy and say like their game style flip-flops more than, I don't know, like whatever analogy would be, insert it there. That's what they are. Like they went from being like chipping the ball around a lot and everyone was, we've got to get on Luke Ryan, Jordan Clark and all these guys. And then they go shit for essentially the better part of 2 months. We trade them out and then they start going again. Like Luke Ryan's averaged over 130 since I traded him. So like he was really good for me when I went Sheasel to him. He had those big scores. Then Sheasel started going well. I went back to Sheasel, and then Luke Ryan decides he wants to go well again. So, going Luke Ryan to Treloar is funny. Like it's a great trade, like going to Treloar, but it's going to cost me points. Power Prawn Star says the pair, so we'll see if they can get the win today. Sean Lawson, Myers and him played totally separate. Are you talking about Luke Ryan? Yeah, no, they both didn't play on each other, so they were allowed to do what they want. Could we bring in Ryan for Young? I don't think we can. They do have tough matchups to come. They've got Port, so they've got Giants next week, and then they've got Port. Like I can't imagine that they're good, so I wouldn't be looking at Luke Ryan personally. Of course, Ryan goes crazy once we all trade, says John. Yep, agreed. Detached edit, thanks, Bales. And Tony Ford, Ryan does well equals Freo lose. Yeah, so he'll probably go back to not scoring well again next week, so I wouldn't bring him in. But, it's just frustrating. we do the right things in fantasy and sometimes it just doesn't quite work out, unfortunately. But it is what it is. Yeah, we're about to get underway. The game's just about to start, so looking forward to this one. It's big in terms of my matchups. I've got Nick Martin and Connor Rozee playing tonight. I don't believe Mitch has got anyone playing, but I do have the slight upper hand at the moment in terms of our players and stuff. I was just double checking that everything had gone through. So yeah, so myself and Mitch. So the matchup so far. So he traded out Jordan Clark as well. Went to Jack Sinclair there. He had Brayshaw 81, who must have got a point added after. Then he's got Laird, Walsh to come. And then he took Peatling's 83 and benched Grind Myers for his 97. And then I've had Hayden Young 75, so that cancels out his day cost, that I forgot to mention with the 71. 92 from Dunkley gets a slight edge over Brayshaw. Tom Green 98, and obviously got Rosie to come. And then I've got Philippou. So I've got, Martin, Rosie, and Philippou. So 2 of those are playing tonight. And then he doesn't actually have anyone, I don't think. I think he's got Laird, Walsh tomorrow. So there's just the 2 players tomorrow. Oh, no, and Sinclair, sorry. So he's got 3 tomorrow. So, yeah, that will be how that all goes there. But, yeah, beautiful. About to get this game underway. Come on, I need a big game from Nick Martin here. Because I'd prefer not to have to stress about my matchup too much. I'd prefer to just have the matchup done. So it looks like Anderson is with Merritt and trying to do some sort of holding and stuff around the stoppage. Interesting. But yeah, game's underway. So Caldwell, that was nearly a throw. It wasn't called, so no tackle for Caldwell. Good mark by Laverty. I'm interested to see what role Nick Martin plays tonight. I'm intrigued to see if he plays more forward or more in defence or on a wing. He's currently in the defence at the moment, but it does look like he's on a wing at the moment. Flanders. And Flanders kicks first goal of the game. So Sammy Flanders will take that. Hey, mate, how's your weekend going? It's going okay, I think. I don't think the Luke Ryan one sucks, but I haven't missed, besides him, I haven't missed anyone that's gone absolutely massive, besides Luke Ryan, which, again, I had him 2 weeks ago. So if I got rid of him, so I got rid of Young instead of Ryan, I'd be in a really good spot. But unfortunately, that wasn't the case. Ben Hayes, yay, Brayshaw, that first half 27, and Ryan and Clark junk ball after Longmuir told them not to. Yeah, it's frustrating. Very frustrating. Corey Batledge, love the Cherry C. Yep, I did very much on debut, and I'm sure a lot of people did. Obviously, I've taken the VC. It hasn't gone through for me yet. We'll go through tomorrow when Richmond play, because I've got the Richmond rookie, but it'll be good to lock that in. 168. I'll tell you what, I think we have to start with X next year. His floor is just super high with the tackles that he gets. He gets so many hit outs. He's now marking the ball more as well. Like his last 3 games, he's gone, I think, 5, 6, and 6. So he's actually marking the ball, getting a lot more of the ball around the ground as well, which is intriguing to see. Like people are talking about snouting and stuff like that. I think it's a little bit soon for that. He's had 3 really good games. He's had a really good second half of the year and a good year in general. Obviously, we've got to see a little bit more from him before we start snouting. But he's been very, very good. Very happy that I finally got him back in, and I probably will start him next year based on that. I think the 3 rucks people probably look at starting next year is probably Marshall, Cherry, and De Koning is probably other one that people are looking at. I'm probably, early, obviously, planning. Obviously, we can't even make our team stuff yet for next year, but I'm currently would be starting Marshall and Cherry. I'd be paying up for the 2. And that'd be it. So someone's coming off with a blood rule. Jake Kelly. A bit of a split on the top of the head. Double dummy, Rosie, Butters, and Merritt tonight. Yep, I've got Rosie, Merritt, and Martin tonight. And obviously Flanders as well. 24. Yeah. Sinclair, a good option for last 2 rounds. Yeah, I like Sinclair. Yep, he's a good option. Ben Hayes, unfortunately, had to play Manor on field. At least I can get can easily get Philippou next week. Yeah, agreed. And I think didn't he go okay? Actually, didn't Manor go okay? Didn't he get like a 70? I think he went okay. Flanders again. They might bounce. No, it's behind. So Flanders has started well. Kicked a point and a goal already, so getting a bit of the ball. I do have him captain in a draft league. Go to Martin. Go short to... Oh, McGrath, you idiot. Goes to Caldwell. Caldwell will get the +6 here. Give it to Martin. Give the handball to Martin. No, completely ignored Martin there. And Harry Jones, no, missed it. Ryan Clark and McKercher went well today. Yep, all 3 went really well. McKercher's, again, another one that a lot of people are going to be putting into their sides next year. 62 for Manor today, apparently. There you go. So, yeah, obviously not great. But, yeah, it is what it is, I guess. Homing Salem doesn't affect Rivers, says Ben. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see what happens with their roles and stuff. It does look like Martin is playing in defence, because if he was playing on a wing, he'd be on the other side, because he started on the other side. So, looks like he's playing in defence, or high up the ground at the moment. Martin short +6. Yep, good. Hit to Martin. Good to see him getting a kick and a mark early. And Langford, not a great kick, straight to Collins. Evening all, my team is tanking badly. Boo-hoo me, says Karen. Yeah, it's been a tough round, I think, for a lot of people. I think it's we've had a bit of a honeymoon sort of period in a way over the last month or so. It's been really high scoring, not many real sort of bad duds, but this week we've got a few. We've got a fair few, actually. So, yeah, it's going to be interesting. Flanders, not a tackle, but Martin fumble. It's frustrating. Martin could have got another bloody disposal. I'm intrigued to watch Noah Anderson tonight. He's a guy I've got on my radar to bring in next week, because he's got Melbourne at People First Stadium. So really intrigued to see him. Has Mick Martin got the kick out? No, Redmond's got it. I'm so sick of Rucks next year paying $2 million and just starting with Rowan Cherry. Don't care if I'm overspending, says Best Before. And I think that's going to be, a lot of people are going to do that. I'm probably looking, if I was to make it, if someone said you have to make a team now for next year, they're probably my 2 starting Rucks, because I think there's a lot of value in the mids next year. I think a lot of mids are going to be priced cheaply that you can go for. And we've obviously seen the mids not score as well this year. So I don't think we are paying up next year. I think the forward line's going to be really cheap. I think Bailey Smith could even be a lot of people's F1s, which means there's going to be money to spend somewhere. And I feel like that the best place to spend that is the Rucks, just because we've seen Marshall and Cherry, how well they've done this year. I think that they're going to be pretty solid. They'll be over $1 million, but I think we can definitely pay up for them. Corey Badge, I reckon Young or Dacos goes for me next week. Yeah, it's tough, because I probably want 4 players gone next week. I probably want Merritt and Martin gone. I know that obviously they might score well tonight, but they've both got Sydney. Who knows who gets tagged there? I want to get rid of Young, and then Sarong, I think, has to go. Just because Sarong was good today, got a ton, but he does have Bedford next week, so I don't want him for that. So Sarong will definitely be gone. And it'll just depend if I want to trade Young as well, or I can loop him with Humphreys and then maybe trade. I'll probably keep Merritt, because I'll be able to loop Merritt and probably Martin on the Friday night. So I'll probably keep both. It'll probably be Young and Sarong on for me with the tough matchups to come. And then I'll keep the other 2 and we'll see how they go. So, what do we got here? 60 for many upset. If you're a personal manager at the Crows, who would you rather, McKercher or Reid? Ooh, I think you've probably got to go Reid, but I'll tell you what, Buddy McKercher's a good player. And as I said, he's going to be a guy that we're going to be looking at next year. So, yeah, there's Shield. Give me a sec. Hang on, just got to sort out what the hell's going on with these dogs. Give me a sec. Hang on. I'm back. Apologies for that. I just don't know what they're barking at. Just so I'd quickly check. So, Essendon goal, I'm seeing. So, what, Menzies? Yeah, got the kick around the corner from Langford, and Menzies was there. Salem affects Rivers, says Ben. So, is he affecting Rivers? Is that what's happening? LM7, what a surprise. Back-to-back 120 plus after the trade. Couldn't write it any better. Yeah, for Luke Ryan. Yep. Very frustrating. Best before. The mid-rookies are going to be fine next year. Richmond will actually have a high-scoring fantasy player, and they're only going to be 300k. Who's Richmond going to take? I don't even know who they'll take with pick one, to be honest. I know that Sid Draper could go the Crows, and he'll probably go quite well. Obviously, Clay Hall could still be really cheap for us next year, based on what he's done. So Merritt back on, and Merritt clearance. Well done by Merritt there. I probably will still keep Merritt next week, because I know he's got Jordan, but I feel like Merritt is still a guy that can get to a score, and that's the thing I'm worried about. But I can loop him anyway, so he put up a real stinker. I can play Humphreys, who's got West Coast, so that'll be probably what I do. I said from best of all. Karen Chan is Bont injured. I can captain Bont, Dale, or Chalor. My VC is not a Brownlow. Unless this year should have gone McKercher. I would go. There we go. Got the mute button in again. Good. I would be going. I'd be happy to go Bont captain, especially in Supercoach. Bulldogs have said that there's no worries with Bont. He tweaked his ankle slightly during training, apparently. So apparently he's all good. So I'd be happy captaining, and if not, you can go to Trelaw. So I think Bont will go quite well, and I expect to see Bont and Trelaw go pretty well. Watching them in person. So I think they'll both go well. So I'd be happy to captain him. So besides that +6 from Mutton, haven't really seen him too much. So there's Flanders getting back to help out. Good thing is Flanders had a good start. As I said, I got him captain in draft. So give it back to Martin. There's Martin. Chips it to Shield. So it does seem like, Martin does have this halfback role at the moment. So Luke Ryan hold Kiss, says Sam. 100%. I think anyone that was holding Luke Ryan had a lot of issues to deal with, and they have been kissed getting a 150. And I'm one of those, says Sam. Well, take it. You take the being kissed in fantasy, because it doesn't happen all that often, so you'd be pretty happy. Would you take a 122 in Supercoach's VC? I probably would, I'd bank the 122. Supercoach, my line's normally 120, just because I know scores can be a bit high from those prems, but I would bank the 120. Like the top averaging players are averaging just a tick over 120 for the year. So if you get a 120, that's what I'd be going. Jackson Binns hopefully will be 200k next year. Yep, he will be. So I'm looking, hopefully he gets a bit more of a game next year. LM7, did you take your own advice this week with the captain on Cherry? Yes, I did. LM7, I brought Cherry in, had the VC on him. So I got the look, and obviously was not disappointed at all. Even at quarter time, I was watching it and gone, he was on 17 or whatever at quarter time. And I wasn't worried, because I was like, I've seen this before the last few weeks. He has a bad first quarter, and then he just goes nuts. And he scored, what was that, 152 points after quarter time. It is ridiculous. 151 points after quarter time. It's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous what he's doing. As people said, probably the first player in a while that's gone 150 plus in 3 consecutive weeks since like a Dane Swan or a Tom Rockcliffe or something. It's been a long time since a player's gone 150 in 3 weeks. Because most people, when you see 150, you go, okay, it's not going to go on probably much more than 1 or 2 weeks. But he's done it 3 weeks in a row. So going on an absolute tear is Tristan Cherry. And I think people will be locking him in next year. Cherry's a beast, says Sam. Yep, 100% agree with that one. Curtin, Mills, Green, all be underpriced. Yeah, exactly. Mills is another good one. Tom Green could be a lot of people's M1s next year. I think Jordan Dawson will be underpriced. I think Clayton Oliver, if he has a full preseason, we see something from him, which I think we will. If he has a full preseason, is an option. Petrarca's an option. I think Rosie is an option after sort of being a bit quiet, obviously with the injury and stuff. I don't know if I said Jordan Dawson, but Jordan Dawson as well, averaging about that 102 for the year. So I think he's better than that. I think he's closer to a 110, especially if the Crows sort their bloody midfield out and stop stuffing around with him. So he could definitely be a guy. Here's Nick Martin again. Good to see him getting a little bit more of the ball. It looked like a good kick. It almost worked. and he's a pre-season man, Alex Sexton, sort of back in. There's a short to Flanders. I juggled it. Oh no, it went out in the full apparently. I thought he definitely at least touched it. So Nick Martin got the free kick anyway, so I'll take that. A good intercept by Noah Anderson there. I'll refresh the scores for everyone. And there's Ben King, open goal. Gold Coast hit the front. But no, Martin up to 15 as well, so it's good to see. Be a Curtin, we good. I think it'd be obviously very cheap. There's probably others as well that have had injury-affected years. I'm just trying to sort of go through them on the top of my head. Like Dacos, I think Dacos will be a bit cheaper than normal because he's had a few lower games with Collingwood struggling. Tom Stewart, if he's still in this role, could be an option. I know he scored poorly today, but if he's in this role from the get-go next season, could be definitely something we look at starting with as a premium defender. As I mentioned, obviously, Tom Green. No, Merritt couldn't quite get that one. There's Nick Martin breaking through. Well done. Gets a handball away. Give it to Merritt. Merritt gets a touch as well. Didn't quite hit the target though there. As I mentioned, Rosie. Nick Martin with another kick. Good kick as well to Stringer. So Martin having a bit of an effect early, which is good to see. Just trying to go, still going through. Taranto's another one. Taranto will be cheap after obviously the couple of injured games and whatever he's had in the back part of the year. And I think he'll be better next year as well. Obviously we mentioned Mills, potentially Parker if he's got forward status. And yeah, that's probably it. There's a few. There's definitely a few value options next year that we can consider, which I think will allow us to pay up for guys like Cherry and Marshall. Because we've seen this year, we've stuffed around the rucks too much. Like, Starley was good. We had Grundy, we had Cherry, we had Gorn. So a bit different this year, but sort of back half the year, obviously a few people went Nank. He got injured. A few people got English. He's been underwhelming. So it's just like next year, I think we just start Marshall and Cherry and sort of have those two there. I think a few people started DeConing as well. He will be a popular starting option, I think. Apparently, Nick Martin didn't get the kick, but did he get the kick? I just want to see that. I thought he got the kick. Oh, no, it was Alan Davey. I thought it was Nick Martin. Okay, that's a bit annoying. I thought he was up to 20 already. But that's okay. He still started pretty well anyway. So, Jordan Dawson and Track says best before. Yep, they're definitely two of the guys I'll be watching. Obviously, they're all watching the preseason. There'll be too many sort of to sort of go, okay, well, we're definitely staying with these guys. I feel like Tom Green's probably the one I'll definitely start with out of all of them, being a bit of the safer guy and playing at M1. He's probably more like a 110 guy. Here's Nick Martin again. There's that kick that I thought he might have had, but now he's up to 20, which is good. I need him to have a big game tonight, obviously, as I said, with the matchup. There's Nick Martin again. Handball. Flanders getting away. Got the handball. Flanders can go big. That would be very handy. Oh, marked online by Mackay. Cherry is the first half of the year Sydney. Yeah, he's there's Merritt +6. Cherry's just insane at the moment. I'm playing someone who did not take the 122 and went C to Bonts as Karen. Yeah, a few people might take it on, but I feel like this round's been a little bit wacky. So we're trying to go short to Merritt. Didn't work. Will Graham. Off the side of the boot. Will they keep it in? No, out of bounds. Ashcroft went okay, but I didn't bring him in. Went McCluggage. instead, says Karen. Sam brought in Marsh for English, by the way. Got Cherry for Gawn when he was out, and obviously be very happy with that. Switched the C to Cherry today after I was initially going to roll into Marshall. Oh, yeah, that's a great call. Very good call. A few people actually at the top as well would have gone VC Goulden and gone Captain Marshall. So that's interesting. That would have maybe cost a few people. So Nick Holman kicked the goal, so Gold Coast back in front. Rosie up to 20, says Sam as well. It's good to hear. Good, at least he's going pretty well to start. Been nice, I've only had to mess around with one ruck having Cherry all year, says LM7. And yeah, and I would have been the same. I would have had Gawn and Cherry all year, but I made the bloody stupid decision. Well, it wasn't stupid, but looking at it now, it was obviously stupid. Trading Cherry down to Sweet. That's what's cost me, because I wouldn't have, because I looked at it last night, my trades around the buys. If I didn't trade Cherry, it meant I wouldn't have gone in Marshall, and he's only been really good lately, and I would have gone to Marshall when Gawn was out. During the buys, I would have gone Bonner out earlier, which would have given me more cash, would have helped me along, and it's sort of like a domino effect. So that Cherry to Sweet trade cost me really, like, big time, which sucks. So because I would have jumped off, as I said, a guy like a Bonner earlier instead of holding on to him for too long. It cost me probably 150k. Meant I didn't quite get the upgrades I wanted. So, but at the end of the day, it is what it is. That's what happens with fantasy. You don't get everything right, and sometimes trades can really bite you. And I didn't expect it to be biting me this much, this far down the season, but it is what it is. Maybe Sick Dog in an improved Hawthorn, says best before. Yeah, Sicily could be an option. I would want to see Hawthorn get another big key defender, and he's the third tall. If he's the third intercepting player, or the third tall intercepting player, I'd be a lot more keen. But if it's just going to be Frost and he's like the second tall, I'm not really too keen, just because I don't think those scores will be there. If he's the third tall just roaming around, that's when I think he'll go well. But yeah, definitely someone to put in the watch list, best before, 100%. Tony Ford, Rocky, 180, 165, 154 at the end of 2014. Titch, 157, 187, 160 at the end of 2018. Swan didn't get 3 consecutive 150s. So there you go. So last one was in 2018 from Tom Mitchell. And then Rocky was before. So it's doesn't happen. It doesn't actually happen very often. So yeah, that's obviously very good from him. I should have gone to Martin there. And that was a bad handball. It could have been a throw. I don't know if Martin will get credited with the tackle there or not. I don't know if Martin will get a tackle there. It'd be interesting to see if he does. Yeah, that's what I was going to do, but had a gut feeling. Yeah, and that's what I mean. Go your gut all the time. That's what I always say. I'll swap you my rucks for the whole year. Would Barras be enough to make that a goer for you? Sick Dog, that is. Oh, if Barras went to Hawthorn, 100%. If they've got Frost and Barras as their two main defenders, 100%. If that happened, Sicily would be right on my high on my watch list, and probably my starting team if that happened. As we know, you can go 105 plus average. Nick Martin short. They go to that's a bad kick. Like, you kick to the disadvantage of Draper to Collins, and you had Nick Martin short. So anyway, we'll refresh that. So did Nick Martin get credit with that tackle? No, he didn't. So I wasn't sure if he would or not, but up to 22 anyway. Barras or Battle. Yeah, one of those two. If Hawthorn get them, which I expect them to probably target one of those two. And if they get him, then, yeah, Sicily's definitely a guy that would be high on my pre-season watch list. So, Parrish. Oh, Closey! What a mark. Huge hanger. Great grab. Right, it's on Gresham, so it's not obviously the tallest player, but still, you still take him when you get him. So Horn Francis kicked the goal as well. Parrish is probably another one to watch as well. Bit of a cheaper guy that he'll be cheaper because he's missed a bit of footy this year. So someone to look at. So Nick Martin's playing this roaming player. So Sexton's now forward. And it's out of bounds. So Nick Martin will get the kick in. Hopefully he plays on. So there's 3.5 minutes to go in the Port game. So we'll wait till that finishes and then we'll check scores. So Nick Martin kick in. Beautiful kick as well. To Merritt as well. So +6 for Merritt. So love that. Merritt to Nick Martin and Merritt. They could go back to Nick Martin. Kicks in board to Nick Cox. Parrish getting a bit of the ball, which is good. I've got him in a draft league, so he's come back in the team at the right time at least, and hopefully puts up some good scores. So, going board to Nick Martin. Nut kicks it short to Draper. Martin Demerit stuff a dream, says Sam. Yep, 100% agree with that one. Double dummy Hawk fan, not keen on Battle. Brass is 2 years too old, but he's better in my opinion. Double dummy, if you guys could get Battle as your ruck, that would be fantastic. That'd be a big one to look at. So there you go. Merritt 30 up to now, and Parrish up to 35. I've got close in draft league as well. He's up to 36, which is nice. Martin ticking along okay. Flan has been a bit quiet since the opening couple of minutes, but still got 5 minutes of this quarter, so still a little bit of time to be scoring. Port kicked another goal, so it's now 15 apiece in that game. Who kicked it? Darcy Byrne-Jones kicked that one. And Harry Jones kicks the goal there. Butters on 26, says Sam. Yep, yeah, so I don't really want Butters going huge, but I did have my top 10 captains this week, so I expected him to go pretty well. My captains actually haven't done too great. I had Cherry at number 1, which was good, but Marshall 2, Goulden 3, sucked last night. Had Bont 4, hasn't played yet, and had Brayshaw 5, so Brayshaw going not great. And then I had Whitfield at number 6, I think it was, and he struggled, so yeah, a few low scores from big players this week. Four and a half minutes to go in this quarter. Hopefully Nick Martin can keep going. Really need him to... Oh, yes. Thank you, Sam. Sam, thank you. That's a good one. Sam Doherty, another one. Definitely going to be the full discount as well. 30%. He'll be priced probably... I don't even know what he'd be priced at, but he'd be cheaper. So he's definitely someone to look at. How will Doc's price work? Scored 48 and he's 903k. So he won't be priced on 48. He'll be priced on what he did last year, his average last year, and he'll get the 30% discount. So whatever that works out to be. So 30% discount on it. What did Doherty average in 2023? Because it'd be 30% on that. So hey, Bale says, Caddy, how you going, Caddy? Hope you're going well, mate. Double dummy, Butters 2 frees against us should be higher. Fair enough. But yeah, what did Doherty average in? I'm sure someone's probably looking up now. But yeah, what did Doherty average in 2023? It could be 30% from that. So whatever that would be. Supercoach should be cheap because he priced on what he did this year. So Doherty will be pretty much a gimme pick in that. So... Then again, Doherty did play an opening round, so it's not like he played a game in the regular season this year, which sucked. But they're saying Doherty may be back for finals. That's what Carlton has said. They're pretty hopeful he might be back in the later part of the finals if Carlton make it there. So, be a pretty good story to see. 104.5 in 2023 for Doherty. So, yeah, he'll be priced in, 85, 90 range? Somewhere around there. So, that would put him... That'd put him below 850. That'd probably be closer to 800. Maybe even a little bit less, depending on, I don't know what the pricing and stuff will work like. Where's Nick Martin? They're going to... Oh, why go short to bloody Nick Cox? Nick Martin was short for +6 there, and instead they went wider to... It's really annoying. McGrath, so annoying. Is Doc an injury risk? So says Double Dummy. I don't think so. I don't think so. Horrible quarter by Caldwell, says John. Actually, I keep forgetting that I've got Caldwell. I'm all about Martin and Merritt, and then the other, and Flanders, but I forgot about Caldwell. So, but then again, there's no fault. It's not like we're training Caldwell to another forward. He still went pretty well last week. So, Nick Martin. Didn't mark it. Geez, that's almost a throw from Rao then. So Martin missing points. That's really frustrating. Could have easily been well over 30. Just dropped, sort of didn't quite get the contested mark there and missed tackle. Missed a handball before by fumbling it. Where is Caldwell? Is he just on the bench? There's Parrish has had a big start to the game. Should have put him captain in draft. Something different. And Stringer, a bit selfish, had Menzies over the top short. Caldwell on the bench, says Sam. Yeah, it's been annoying. Tom Lynch, 2 years in a row, only 4 games. Will start around 400k next year. He'll kick 50, easier fit, cheap forward option. Potentially, I just don't like key forwards. I'd want to see him really cheap, and he could be an F7 option. But, yeah, I'm not sure. 68% time on ground so far for Caldwell. So, yeah, not great. Essendon just doing stupid things with Caldwell again, which is very, very frustrating. Yeah, so Nick Martin in this role. Be interesting to see if he's got Sydney next week. Be interesting to see if they do show any attention to him next week. Good tackle by Merritt. Merritt going along nicely. Yeah, Parrish is going to be over 40. Be closing in on 50. Yeah, 48 points for Parrish. Good tackle, Merritt, says Sam. Yep, agreed. Doherty had 25 in opening round for Supercoach, says Corey. Yeah, so he'll be cheap as chips. Stringer, don't argue. Snap, and he's missed it again. Trying the Hollywood goal. Classic string kick, says Sam. Yeah, agreed. Or back-to-back classic Stringer tackles. I don't know, that they're showing that Merritt tackle again as if they were saying there might be something to worry about. I don't think there'll be anything to worry about with that one. If they switch into the middle. Durham, you've got Merritt in the middle. No, he goes longer. They've sort of done that a bit this quarter. They've just gone, instead of actually going the better option short, they've actually gone longer. One arm free, no worries. So Sam, yeah, agreed. Yep. How are those KFC cookie dough balls I told you about last night, says Corey? You're not too bad. I probably got the old ones, to be fair. They didn't taste very fresh. I think they probably cooked them a while ago. So I might try them again at some point and I maybe ask for them fresh and see what they're like fresh, because they're pretty good. Like, they were probably a solid 7 out of 10. But I think if they're fresh, they could be a lot better. So I'll probably try them again and ask for them fresh, and we'll see if they're any better or not. But yeah, not bad. 6 is the right number, though, because they are quite filling. But no, very nice. So thanks, Corey, for that suggestion. And that will be quarter time of this. So let's have a look at the scores from this game here. So we've got Parrish on 48, absolutely dominating at the moment, 15 disposals. Rao and Closey 36, Merritt's on 34, Weller 31, Shield 30. Then you got Flanders on 26, Nick Martin 25, Langford 25, got him in a draft league as well. Sexton 18, there you go. Caldwell 15. Considering only 62% game time, 15 is not that bad for what he played, but very frustrating that he's just being stuck on the bench. Alex Davis, who I did pick up in drafts, only got 8 points. Robert 7, and Power got 6, and they were both from kick-ins as well. So all in all, besides, and then Anderson, I forgot to say as well, 26 as well. Nick Martin 25. Besides Caldwell, probably scoring a bit low. Most people are doing their job. We'll have a quick look as well at the Port and Melbourne scores. So we've got, Viney's on 43. is going along very nicely. 5 tackles. Butters on 35. That's really annoying. Obviously not owning him. Boak on 28. Drew 28. So if Power Prawn Stars watching, be pretty happy with that so far. Gorn 23. Rosie only 22. He's had only 4 disposals. So I don't know if he's getting attention in that game. If anyone is watching that, let me know. I'd imagine they switch it over to Butters if he's the one copping attention. Houston's on 20. Rivers 18. Clayton Oliver's on 4. So no surprises there with Clayton Oliver. Where's Salem? Sam's on 27. Okay, yeah, I've got him in draft as well, so not too bad. But yeah, I need a lift from Rosie. And I need Nick Martin to keep doing his thing. Just going to quickly have a look at my matchup and see that if Mitch had done anything different or if everything had stayed the same. So it still says he's done the same. So, to be honest, what I probably would have done with him, I would have put Peatling into the midfield and looped him. And if he put up a 90, well, you got an 83. You could have considered trading Laird instead of Jordan Clark, but that's what I might have done, unless he has done that. But yeah, got obviously Rosie and Martin in the matchup. It's funny because like all the players I've got against him, because we both got Cherry, at the moment it's been Martin 25, Young 75, Dunkley 92, Green 98, Rosie 22. And then I've got Philippou tomorrow. There might be all my players not going well against Mitch. But then thankfully he's got a 71, an 81, and an 83. So it's not like it's cost me at the moment. But if Martin and Rosie don't put up 100, and then he has Walsh and Laird go big tomorrow, then I could be in a bit of trouble. Rosie playing forward a lot, says John. Interesting. Best before K, Daniel 366K has to be to trade somewhere. You'd think he averages 80. Yeah, he's another one to watch as well. He would be one. iSport Sausage, evening bars. How you going, mate? How you going? Hope you're going well. Riley Curry, evening bars. How you going, Riley? Hope you're going well as well. Exceptions, hey bars. Exceptions, mate. Hope you're going well too. Sam Butters 35, Rosie 22. See, it's annoying. Who's leading in the other Content Creators Cup match? Oh yes, I should have checked that actually. So it's Luke and Warn Dog. Let's have a quick look at how that matchup's going. Okay, so Warnog's got the upper hand at the moment. So Warney's obviously taken the Cherry VC, and so has Luke. Luke's got Heaney on the bench he hasn't taken yet, and he's taken obviously Dacos of 70. So Luke has got Butters who's on 35, and then he's got English, but I think he's trading to Marshall. So it's at the moment at Dunkley 92. Who's that? So Dunkley 92. So he's got a forward. So is he taking Simpkins' score? I think Warney's taking Simpkins' score and going Wood to Philippou, or he's going to go Dowling to Philippou. So he's got Mason Wood and Josh Dunkley. It's only 2 players different. Because Mitch has got, so Luke's got Simpkin as well. So it's going to come down to, so Luke had Young, Warney had Young as well. So Luke's got Dylan Moore and Butters, because I'm assuming both will get Philippou. So Dylan Moore and Butters versus Dunkley and potentially Mason Wood, or if he gets, and potentially Mason Wood. So it'll either be that or I don't know. See, there's not many different between those two. So at the moment, looks like if Butters goes on for a good score, Luke will get the job done. And then he's got Dylan Moore. So, yeah, going to be very interesting to see how that goes. But the fact Dunkley got 92 means Luke has got an opportunity. If Butters scores well, Luke's probably in the pole position. But it's very weird because I don't have many different. So, very interesting. IT, I said that before. Exception, sorry, Bales, Martin's unique in my matchup, needing to go bad, or Martin can get 120. I just need a merit 135. Oh, mate, I'll take a merit 135 if Martin gets 120, 100%. I need Martin to go well, obviously being unique against Mitch. So, Riley Curry not going well. Had Cherry VC all week, then switched to Brayshaw to go unique. Yeah, I know a couple of people did that. I know someone that was in the top 10 actually pre-round did that as well, trying to go as a bit of a unique, and unfortunately it didn't work. But unfortunately, you've got to go unique at some points, and it pretty much went the worst possible way. If Marshall can go big for you and go 140 plus, it probably doesn't hurt as much. But now you're relying on a Marshall big score. In my Supercoach draft, I had Cherry 185, McKercher 146, and Clark 138 on field. Yeah, I didn't have any of those three, so good stuff there, Corey. My matchup had Luke Ryan as a pod says exceptions. Yeah, that bloody Luke Ryan, far out. Very frustrating. So there you go. Nick Martin's on a wing at the moment. So, and the other game's already started. So, come on, Nick Martin. Needing to keep going. This game is very direct so far. There's a lot of the time the players are going forward instead of maybe going to a sideways. So very interesting that that's what they're doing at the moment. Any sort of updates or anything? It doesn't look like it. So it sort of seems like everyone stayed the same. So it is what it is. But yeah, I haven't said it yet tonight, but make sure you guys smash a like on the video as well. We currently got 7. So make sure you guys smash a like on the video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. So that'll be a Nick Martin tackle. Good tackle from Nick Martin there. But yeah, make sure you guys smash a thumbs up on the video. That'd be very much appreciated. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel if you haven't already as well. We're slowly working our way to 2.7k subscribers. The other thing as well, if you guys are doing AFLW Fantasy, we've got there you go, Flanders a kick as well. We got a league, an open league. So there's no league code. I don't know why AFLW Fantasy haven't done league codes for open leagues, but if you head over to the leagues part, literally just click on leagues on AFLW Fantasy, and apparently AFLW Fantasy Fanatics Open League is one of the top ones there. So if you guys want to, it'll be there. So here you go. Nick Martin should get a +6 here. What? Nick Cox, what are you doing, you idiot? Absolute spud. You idiot. Absolute idiot. So Merritt's got a tackle there. That should have been an easy +6 for Nick Martin. And Nick Cox has tried to be trying to show he's the man and has friggin' turned it over, you idiot. Absolute spud. Unbelievable. That should have been 6 points for bloody Nick Martin then. And Nick Cox again trying to break through a number of players. And Nick Martin, no points there. So very frustrating. He was there and should have been used multiple times. And Essendon, again, not using the players they should. Here's Caldwell, who will get probably a handball. Yep, handball there. Could get it back. Nope, Essendon decide to kick to a 2-on-1 and turn it over. Jeez, it'd be so frustrating as an Essendon supporter watching them. They just do so many bloody decisions that you just want to pull your hair out. The thing about Ryan is he goes well in their losses of late, says Sam. Last 2 games, 3-0, 0-2. Yeah, that's a good point. Is Freo playing kick more, says Sevo? They have been, but they've lost the last 2 when they have done it. So maybe they'll go back to not going back at all. So, could be a throw. Should be a Langford free kick, but they haven't given it. Caldwell snap from the pocket. He's got it. Caldwell, goal. So Caldwell, is that a good start to the quarter? Love the passion bales. Says I love sausage. I support sausage, so not I love sausage. Geez, that's not... Yeah, that's not quite what I want to say there. How good are the Cats looking, says Down Under Fishing. Yeah, looking really good. Top 4. And they're looking very, very ominous for finals. Riley Carey, if the Freo backs actually wake up from their coma, they will see Brayshaw and Sarong leading through the middle of the all bloody game. Freo game style sucks. Yeah, it wasn't very good today. See you later, Youngie, says fast break frenzy. Yeah, he'll be gone for me next week. Just to worry, would Bedford take him and Sarong will be gone for me. Young to Sinclair next week, says Sam. If I can get Sinclair, that's what I'll do. But I'm not sure I'll be able to get there. So it might have to be like a Max Holmes who's got West Coast and St Kilda. I have to see if I can afford it. I'll definitely be getting I won't be able to afford it because I'll be going Sarong to Walsh. So it'll have to be a player 850 or below. So maybe it's Nasiah, but then it's not great. So maybe it is Holmes. Holmes is probably the guy I'm looking at the most with the easy matchups. So apparently it's a free kick coming back for Alex Davies. Young and Dacos out for me, says Corey. I think Dacos is a guy we probably could keep. He's got Brisbane, which they haven't tagged all the time. Geez, that was almost a throw again. I swear all weekend I've seen my players have tackled someone. The player that they've tackled is throwing the ball. Redmond. Oh, free kick for the Bombers. Short to Parrish. Oh, no, is that... No, it's Merritt. Sorry, not Parrish. Oh, Merritt had Caldwell inside. He didn't even see him. Draper running through the middle of the ground. Power trying to catch him. Sam Draper on the run. Oh, he's kicked the goal. Kicked the goal. Draper taking a bounce and running through the middle. There you go. Best for Jesus with X's break even. He could end the season 1.2 million. I'll retract what I said earlier. You can't start him. Oh, no, he won't be starting 1 for 2 million next year. He'll be starting at whatever his average is. So he'll be like... Bont was average, 117 for the year last year, and he was priced at like 1.05 or something, or 06. So Cherry will only just be over $1 million. So I think it's you can still start him. Sarong, what a spud, scores 103 with 3 snags in that too. So I says I support sausage. Hey, at least he got a ton. Guys like Green went sub-ton. Dunkley sub-ton after a huge first quarter. A lot of people have gone sub-tons this week. So any tons I'm taking. So I'd be happy with that. So Freo aren't going to win the next 2 games, so you could grab Ryan. Says Roddy K. But they're 2 difficult matchups. I wouldn't be against Port and GWS. I would be steering clear of them. And Freo as well. Like, who knows what game style they're playing. Like, it's not like any of their players are consistently scoring big, and they've got 2 hard matchups. I think all of them can go. Like, I'll be trading both my Freo guys this week, being Young and Sarong, because it's not like, well, both haven't got big ceilings anyway, and either or could be tagged. Like, they could do a double tag. It could be like a Callan Ward goes to a Hayden Young, and they go Bedford to Sarong. So, yeah, definitely something to watch for next week. Sarong wasn't a spud. He sat forward for like 5-10 minutes. We're lucky he got that score, says Riley Curry. Yeah, he did well, obviously kicking the 3 goals and got that score. Essendon are really not shipping it around at all. I was hoping Nick Martin would get a few +6s and stuff, but they're really not even looking like they're going to do that. You're just going fast and direct the whole time. And Caddy can't even take an easy mark. And Menzies missed a goal in the goal square. I had Dacos from round 7 to round 14. Traded him out then for Ryan. Dacos really hasn't hurt me since. Says Sam, yeah, great. He hasn't been his big scoring ways this year. Tony Ford, how much cash do you have for next week? I got like 72k, I think. Riley K, what do I do with Brayshaw? I'd probably hold him unless you got other issues. Well, sorry, I'd hold him, and if you don't have any other issues, then you could trade with the tough matchups. But I feel like a lot of people have still got Young, still got Martin, still got Merritt, still got Sarong. Like, these guys have got tough matchups next week and could cop tags. So they're the guys I'd trade first. Brayshaw won't cop a tag against Giants. And he could actually, that actually seems to me like that could be a game that he actually goes quite well in. Ben Long keeping it in. McAndrew mark, good mark there. Do a bit of a refresh with the scores. So Nick Martin's not even on the top page now. He's on 29. How's he on 29? He got a tackle. He was on... Oh, no, he's on 25. Yeah, so he hasn't touched this squad, obviously. So, yeah. Flanders ticking on nicely. But, yeah, Parrish and Merritt are the ones that are going along really well. Has Nick Martin come off yet? No, Nick Martin's played 100% game time, so that's nice. Hopefully he can keep that going. Yeah, but no, Merritt going along nicely, which is good. So, he makes up for a bit because you obviously have a tough matchup next week. And goal for McAndrew. Let's have a look. I just want to have a quick update with the other game. So Melbourne are leading. Cozzy's kicked 2 goals. Neil Bullen's top scoring on 53. Salem's on 40. Butters 37. So Butters only had the 1 point. So Rosie's on 37. So Rosie's picked up a little bit at the start of the quarter. Gorn 34. Rivers 28. And then Clayton Oliver's still on 4, where he is going to be so cheap next year. And again, we're going to have to see something. I don't think any of us are really going to go, yep, we're definitely starting him no matter what next year. We're going to want to see something. But I do think he'll be very, very cheap, and he's probably going to be very hard to ignore. We just need to see something in the preseason. I think with a full preseason, Oliver will be good next year, because a lot of people have said about Oliver, I'm not touching him next year. But at the end of the day, we've seen any player, if If you don't have a pre-season, you don't play well. Like even Walsh last year struggled with no pre-season. Nick Cox, you are a dead set moron. He should be dropped. It was good that Flanders got the tackle and holding the ball, but that's like the second time in the space of 5 minutes that Nick Cox has had Nick Martin for an easy disposal, and he's gone, you know what, I'm not going to pass to you. I'm going to go to someone else, and it's cost the team. So Nick Martin +6 coming up at least. Thank you, Harry Jones. You actually do the right thing. When Nick Martin's open, pass in the friggin' ball. So, no, good to see Nick Martin get the +6 there. Sarong will still have 20 disposals even if he gets tagged. Yeah, I just think that there's definitely no chance of him going big, and I feel like I'm still going to trade him. I feel like Merritt and Martin, if they don't get tagged, could still go better. Stinky Rivers says Ben Hayes. Think Rivers goes and Manor, Pooh and Sinclair, Salem taking Rivers' role. That was always obviously the risk with Rivers. And I know someone asked me about could they go Rivers down to Philippine, and I said I probably wouldn't do that. So unfortunately, that's not looking great. Ossport Sausage, would you even bother with cashing in Rooks, Evans, Dowling, Manor, or trade Sarong Young out instead? If you can trade out Sarong and Young instead to 2 players that you want, I still feel like that's the better play. I feel like I've got Dowling and Humphreys on my bench, and I don't think I'll be trading them for the rest of the year. Maybe in the final round, I might go 1 down, 1 up to get the 23rd premium for the final week, but that's probably it. So here's Flanders again, getting a kick, and it's good. It's a good kick. I think it's from Humphrey going to Ben King. Do you go for Essendon, says Down Under Fishing? Definitely not. No. Essendon probably be, unfortunately, bottom couple of teams for me. They're just annoying. Like, as a fantasy coach, and then I've talked about my the whole Brent Stanton thing. When they didn't give him a farewell game, he was one of my favourites, and they didn't give a farewell game. That pissed me off. Probably I'm not the only person that pissed off, but Olive looks overweight, says Riley Curry. A few people have said, his physique looks a lot different this year, so we'll see a full pre-season and he might be able to fix it. Corey Blackledge, 72.4, including the score tonight. Yeah, not great. Salem going crazy, says Ben. He's good when he isn't injured. Fast Break Frenzy, I got so lucky with my draft pre-and final. I got Cherry captain. My mate has Dacos captain. Sam, Nick Cox subbed off. Is he? I don't know. Merritt on the comeback, says Ben Hayes. Wait, is Nick Cox been subbed out? I'd be pretty happy if it was, because obviously if he's injured, I don't like the fact he's injured, but at least people actually might be able to get it to Nick Martin. I don't know. Is he subbed off? So not Nick Martin, Nick Cox, sorry. Butters and Rosie 37H says double done. Yep, that was a couple minutes ago. So I haven't touched it since we checked, but yeah, obviously I don't want Nick Cox injured. Obviously I was annoyed with him before for not passing, but definitely don't want anyone injured or concussed or anything just because they're not passing. But yeah, looked a bit dazed, so he'll have the concussion, the HIA, so we'll see if... see, Durham, you got to give the handball off to Caldwell there. Like, Caldwell could have run an extra 10, 15 metres and got it even deeper. Instead, he just stupid kick. Good, I thought Nick Martin might be on the bench. So there's Nick Martin handball. Oh, geez, that could be a bit of a front-on bump there. Oh, not a great kick. Redmond, Nick Martin's there potentially if they get the ball. No, it'd be a ball up. Unless it's holding the ball. No, it's not. No. Durham is a gun. Yeah, he's a very good player, isn't he? Mid-season recruit as well. Sort of makes you think how the hell he got through to the mid-season draft and didn't get drafted in the normal draft, but he's looking very, very good. Fishing, he has a Rory Laird pick in the back. Oh, double down saying, oh yeah. There we go. Right there, my boy, Lairdy. I'm hoping that it's not going to come down to Laird in the matchup with me and Mitch, because that will be a very awkward feeling, me wanting to see Laird's downfall. That will certainly not be something I want to see, but you never know. What's Martin's role? Is he playing wing? He's playing wing, but he's rolling right back and playing essentially across as an extra defender at the moment. That's sort of what I've been seeing. That'll be a Flanders tackle, I think. Hi, Bale, says Andrew. Andrew, mate, hope you're going well. Where's Nick Martin? Nick Martin's actually out if Redmond kicked a long ball out to the left, but he's going to go to the right probably. Yep, he's going to go short to Harry Jones. That would be funny, says Riley Curry. Yeah, it'll be funny, but certainly not something I want to be doing, having a down under fishing on blind. No, mate, all good. Most people don't really look at the background stuff. It's just there for look, really. So we've got 11 minutes 15 to go in the quarter. So hopefully Martin can keep going. I'm assuming he'll come off at some point, because he's played 100% of the game so far. So it'll be interesting to see if he does play the whole game on the ground. That'd be very, very nice. So yeah, Martin on 37. Flanders 45 as well. I feel like that might not have updated. I thought Flanders would be on over 45 now. Even if Martin goes 110 plus, do you still trade him to Newman? Yeah, again, he's a guy you could trade next week. They've got Sydney, so it is at Marvel, so that could help. But he's definitely someone you could trade. Is that Jed Walter out there? Yeah, he wasn't sub or anything, was he? Was he playing from the start? I just haven't seen him. There's Holman. Good tackle from Archie Roberts there. Yeah, you could trade him to Newman next week. But if you've got like a Sarong or a Young, I'm probably trading them ahead of Martin, personally. There you go. Ben Hobbs is getting warmed up. He's got the Guernsey on. So it looks like Nick Cox is subbed out of the game. Which is obviously not good. We don't want to see people injured, especially when it's concussion. I've got Flanders, Will Graham, and Sexton tonight, says Andrew. Yep, there you go. Lost it with Rivers. Lowell lost the plot, says Ben. Would you rather the Crows win or win your matchup? Obviously, I want both, but to be honest, probably my matchup, because if the Crows win, it doesn't really okay, they get a win, that's good, but it's all about, I think, hopefully they're staying 15th to get just pick 4, because it's not like we'll make it final, so it's like, what's the point of finishing 10th or 11th? Like, we're playing the Dogs. I'd like to see them play well, but I want to win my matchup against Mitch. Content Creators Cup is it's pretty important, obviously, being the prelim, and I've currently got the upper hand, but it could definitely swing against me if a few things don't go my way. It's still in the balance. I'm still not comfortable, but at the moment we're looking okay. Other games so high scoring. Of course, Butters on 53. Rosie hasn't touched it yet since they're on 37. Yeah, of course. Hoping Rosie was going to, when he was on 37 already, I thought he was going to go big in the quarter, but hasn't touched it yet. So hopefully we see something different. Make sure you guys keep smashing like on the video. We much appreciate. We've got 12, so 25 is the goal. We've got 25 watching now. So for everyone watching now, smash the like on the video. We'll hit the goal already. So make sure you do smash a like. Merritt free kick. Merritt goes short to Martin. He goes to handballs it off to McGrath. That goes out. No, it won't. Holman be a boundary throw-in. What's going on with the other matchup, Warney versus Luke? I'll have a look in a sec, but it's not very many different. It's only like 2 differences. It's only going to. I think it's only going to be like Dunkley and Mason Wood at the moment versus Philippou and Butters. No. So versus Moore and Butters. Sorry, because they'll both get Philippou. Durham, you had Merritt for an easy handball, and again you ignored it. Very frustrating. Essendon are just doing so many stupid things at the moment. And that's why they're losing the game. Just dumb decisions, easy handballs for opposite. Oh, good tackle, Merritt. That'll be holding the ball against Alex Davies. Good tackle from Merritt there. Where's Martin? Martin's in the middle of the ground. Get the handball off to Merritt. Sorry, not Merritt. Sorry, Nick Martin. Nate Caddy will play and he won't give it off to Martin, I don't think. That'll be a goal for the Bombers, so Bombers back to within a point. Great tackle, Merritt, says Sam. Merritt, Riley Curry. Need Rivers to do last week, says Ben. iSport Sausage should have gone Cherry, praying on Marshall now. Why is everyone but Heaney suck this week, says Riley Curry. Andrew, I did not know Aaron Cadman got to 82 on my bench and forgot to field him. Get to a ton from 30-point first half, says Ben. Talking about Rivers. I need Bombers to win, says Andrew. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see if they can get the job done. So Merritt up to 59, so top scoring for the game. 4 tackles is nice to see. Still plenty of time in this game to go as well. So like Nick Martin 37 is still solid enough. I'm hoping you can get to like being on 37. Now if we get to 50, 55 at half time, I'd be pretty happy with that. Obviously, I'd prefer him to go even bigger. But it does look like, unless he's just come to the bench, he is playing at half back at the moment because he wasn't lined up on the wing there. Yeah, he's playing at half back at the moment, is Nick Martin. I think with Nick Cox being injured, that means he's playing half back, which could be good for next week, even if he's playing Sydney. Kicks it back. You got Nick Martin free. There's Brian, Short, and Durham Marks. So, feel bad for Merritt considering how much he puts the team on his back, says Ben Hayes. He's a good player. Very good player. Let's have a quick score check of the other game as well. Oh, there's only 2 minutes to go. Wow, that game's gone really quickly. Well, Butters have kicked a point, and both Evans, so Rosie's on the bench now. Only 2 players can go on the bench, and he's on the bench. So he'll be done for the half now. That'll be all he gets. And Rosie's on 40, so that's shit. So Rosie's looking like he's going to be putting up a crap score. Butters on 56 as well, which is pissing me off. This round's been shit. Besides Cherry's the saviour, and then Heaney last night. Everyone else has been garbage. So frustrating. I thought Rosie, Melbourne, MCG, great matchup. I thought, yep, he should go pretty well. But 40 points in a half is ridiculous. In a matchup that he should be going well in, and Butters is going well. I think Rivers like sitting on the bench. I swear half his game's on the bench. Yeah, he sits on the bench a lot. Imagine if X failed, says Ben. Oh, mate. We'd all be screwed, says Ben. Yeah, but then obviously it wouldn't really matter too much because we'd all be in the same boat. Yeah, definitely if you didn't have X as VC or captain, you're certainly in a bit of a hole. Is that a free kick against Caldwell as well? Yeah, free kick against Caldwell for holding. Nick Martin's still on the field though, so he's still played 100% of the game. He's got the ball here. I don't know if he got the mark, but he's got the kick, and that's going to go... That shouldn't be deliberate because it was more a skill error that it went close to the boundary. No, so it's boundary throw-in. X is a machine after quarter time, says Sam. Yep, agreed. That means he'll hardly come off for the rest of the game. Shield bars, he'll come back, says Riley. Oh, but Rosie's been frustrating this year. Like, I know that he's had no consistency with a couple of injuries in the back half of the year, but yeah, still not great. Noah Anderson's been quiet. I've hardly noticed him tonight. Like, I was looking for a good game from him tonight to maybe look at bringing him in, but the way it's going, 65% tog for Rivers so far, says Ben. Chia will be a great captain against English next week. Oh yeah, next week I think my captain's already set. They're done. It'll be Marshall VC against Geelong into Cherry captain. I'll probably have Marshall number 1 next week. Early sort of look at it, just because he's got the Geelong matchup, which is very, very easy. But yeah, it's definitely going to be those two at the top next week. Because, yeah, Cherry versus English could be a bloodbath. See, that was almost a throw. Merritt again. Merritt going well tonight. X would be averaging 170 if he had good first quarters. Yeah, if he had better first quarters, he'd definitely be going a lot better. I said it before. Bales, will AFL Fantasy Fanatics do AFLW Fantasy content? Yeah, we'll be. Yep. Me and Jaden will be doing it. I've got obviously someone else as well potentially doing it. We're just sort of working through everything and making sure that they're free to do it. But potentially we'll have the 3 of us doing it. There's Nick Martin for a +6. Love to see it. Oh no, he got a handball, so it wasn't a +6. Unless McGrath gives him back the ball. Oh no, give Martin back the ball. Archie Roberts goes... and Buderick intercept mark. But yes, we will be. Yep. we will be definitely doing AFLW fantasy content. It'll just be just a round review and pre-lockout chat, sort of what we normally do now. There just probably won't be as much content outside. Maybe I'll see how we go. Because I don't want to upload 5 videos a week if it's only going to get like 100 or so views. If I was going to do a lot more content, it'd have to get a decent... I could do a captain's video, but the only thing is AFLW fantasy, if you got Marinoff, you might mostly put her captain or Garner captain every week. There's Merritt again. Merritt's roaming free everywhere at the moment. Nick Martin could get it here from Jake Kelly. Yep, Nick Martin, another disposal. Another kick. Lovely kick as well. Draper, give it back to Martin. 50 against Alex Davies as well. And Nick Martin will come off for us. So Nick Martin will be done for the half now. That'll be he'll come off for the final 5 minutes, I'd imagine. Line supporter here, says Sam. On Sunday, definitely when it opens, Marshall VC into Cherry. I don't care, says Corey. I'm looking forward to the AFLW season, says Sam. Yep, I'm with you, mate. Fast Foot Frenzy. I like the new structure for AFLW. Makes the actual rounds more fun and fantasy more fun. I don't like the double game weeks. I don't think it's fair on the AFLW players who having to play 2 games in a week. But unfortunately, that's what they've done. I like Ty's game yesterday, says Corey. I didn't get to watch any of the match sim games yesterday, unfortunately. Any AFLW fantasy locks? Marinoff would be one. Just lock Marinoff in your team at M1. Who's the best captain option for AFLW? Ebony Marinoff, and then probably Garner's probably next. Rouse doing what people thought Anderson would do. Yep, agreed. Caldwell and Spudmo says IT. Sam, for your advice, Bales, I changed Ewings to Cynthia Hamilton and put Goody on field for Guerin. Yep, yeah, don't mind that. Obviously, Cynthia Hamilton's a watch, but yeah, don't mind it. Slasher for me. Slasher has another lock, yeah, 100%. So Nick Martin on 48, and that'll probably be him done. It still says 100% game time, so it says he hasn't actually come off, but I thought he ran to the bench, unless he was getting a message, and then they said you're staying on, which would be interesting if they kept... Oh, no, he's still on. Okay, Nick Martin's still on, so we could actually be on for a bit more here. But yeah, Flanders 45, been a bit quiet since as well. Paris even be a bit quiet in this quarter. Here's Noah Anderson, who's probably, again, definitely not someone I'll be looking at bringing in. Yeah, Nick Martin's still on. I thought Nick Martin went off. Switch it. Nick Martin should be on for... he'll get just a touch here. He won't get the +6. But Nick Martin will be on over 50 now. Nick Martin just kicked it, got spawned, and he got another kick. Love to see it. So Nick Martin did get the +6 in the end that we were looking for. Just 2 kicks instead of a mark. So Nick Martin going along quite nicely now. Still got just under 4 minutes as well to maybe get a couple more points. If he gets 6 more points and end up on 60 at half time, I would be very, very happy. So Jed Walsh able to take just an uncontested mark there. Pretty simple. And Laverty, Mark, if he kick short to Nick Martin and get the +6 to get him to 60, that would be very, very handy. Nick Martin short. Nick Martin short. You got Nick Martin. Right. Give it to Nick Martin. Yes. Nick Martin on 60. Beautiful. And there's still 3 minutes. You never know. He could get a couple more points to end the quarter. But Nick Martin's starting to go. That's a free kick to Caldwell. Has to be. Caldwell, you got Martin short. Why would you go to Redmond in that position? Well, Nick Martin does get the handball there, though. It wasn't a great handball, but they should have gone to Nick Martin in the first place. Here's Flanders with a handball. Anderson. Can Anderson kick a goal? He's missed it. Geez, we've got a bit of chat I missed. Just watching that there. I'll catch up in a sec, guys. I'm just intrigued to see what we can get from a Nick Martin in the last couple of minutes. If we can get any extra points. But yeah, 62 with 17 disposals. Very, very nice. There's Caldwell. Caldwell's starting to build a bit. I've seen him a little bit more, obviously, in this quarter. There's Redmond running away from McAndrew. McAndrew can't catch him. Ewell probably could have marked that there. Stringer from the boundary. Oh, it's gone out of bounds, apparently. All right, let's catch up with this. Would you bench Pooh or more for Myers? Yes, I would. Oh, geez, that's a tough one. If you're going based on matchups, you've got to bench more. Jack, I think you've got to bench more based on matchup. And it sucks you can't loot one of them in your mids and maybe do it that way. But I think Moore's got to be the guy you bench. Carlton's a tough matchup. I know it's at MCG, and I expect Moore to still go okay. But Philippou's got Richmond. Maybe you bench Philippou, who you'd expect Moore is still the more premium option. It's a tough one. I don't know. That's a really good question. I'm not sure. I'd probably go the matchup and bench Moore, but I probably wouldn't want to bench either. But you got to bank the 93, I think, from Myers. I think it's just a little bit too much to take on. Stringer and Board, intercept marked by Power. Forwards will be a watch for AFLW Fantasy. Yep, agreed, Sam. I think Bonnie Toogood's locked into it. That's another lock. Bonnie Toogood, put her in your forward line. Zachy B playing like a gun, says Power Prawn Start. Yep, Power Prawn Start's very annoying, mate. I definitely don't want Butters going well. There's Martin, intercept mark. He's approaching 70 at halftime, and he goes to Merritt for a +6 as well. So Merritt and Nick Martin going along very, very well. And both on track, big scores. So Nick Martin is definitely helping my match up. That's for sure. There's Flanders handball. Should have gone Nick Martin captain over Flanders. I've got Martin, Flanders, and Parrish in the same draft league that I'm in, and I need to win to stay alive. Mac Andrew could have made a push out. Yeah, it is a push out. I wonder if they'll chip it round. Oh, it's been page 50 as well. Okay, thanks. Don't really know much about the players, to be honest. Had a nice start last season, top 200, then got screwed, says Ben. Good to see from Martin, says Ben. Yeah, agreed. Where is Nick Martin? Is he off now? Oh, no, he's not. He's right there, but they went longer to Archie Roberts. No worries. Yeah, double game weeks are something to consider too. Yep, Sam, definitely something to consider. I kept Drew, McKechnie 105, Drew on 43 at the half. Yep, we'll see how that all ends up. Flanders needs 35 more points. Graham needs 60 more, and Jocko needs 80 more, says Andrew. Martin Poof says Power Prawn Star. Val's fave EPL team or overall soccer team? Says Fast Break Frenzy. Manchester United for me, even though I've been frustrated with them for years. There's Redmond. Could give it to Redmond's going to go long. He did have short options, but again, Redmond, that's just a bonehead kick. Why would you go long when you had short options? Just stupid. Be a mean on for me. Ben, it's pretty confusing. It will be based on the starting team. You need to nail mid prices and rookies as you need to trade primos. Ben Hayes, for all the people that traded. I'm sure we'll be able to make sense. But yep, Pro WTF is going on with Davies. Looks like he's never played before. And I picked him up in a draft as well. So, and I dropped Sam Berry. So who would have thought bloody Sam Berry was the guy that I need to keep? There's Merritt with a handball that did get knocked down. Merritt, that'll be a tackle for against Humphrey. So unless that was what's happening here? A bit of a Barney going on. I was wondering what was going on. They tackled and then they ran straight. I don't know if Merritt will get the tackle at the end, but a bit of a Barney going on. Don't know who's on the bottom. Plenty of players getting involved. Who is at the bottom? Is it Jared? No, it's Alex Davies. And surprise, Redmond's at the bottom. Of course he is. Where were we? I have Too Good as a lock at the moment, says Sam. Martin, you legend, says Ben Hayes. Corey Badge, this is the worst traded Martin to Taranto today and not Young to someone like Simpkin. Yeah. I went green to Brayshaw, says Ben. My trading is so bad this year, says Corey. They're getting into Mac Andrew. Mac Andrew's certainly not happy. Draper again in amongst it. This is, there's going to be a lot of fines going on here. A lot of little Barneys going on. So I'm taking my score. Do I risk swinging Wood into midfield and leaving Young's score on the bench? Yeah, I probably would. 75 from Young is probably not something you want. So I'd take Wood and put him in the midfield because I think he'll go around that mark at least. But he's got Richmond, so it could be a good score. And I'd be taking Myers' score. So just imagine Myers is a 90 in the midfield and you got Wood in the forward line. Double dummy, that made me smile. Two of the hungriest players I've seen spoiling each other at Langford and Stringer. What's the score? Says Carlito Achio. Apologies, I've got that wrong, Carlito. The score is 9-4-58 Essendon, 7-5-47 for Gold Coast. So 11 points to the Bombers. Sam, fight. Caldwell been stinky, says I'd support sausage. But let's go to the score at half time. So Merritt, 74, really good start. But we have seen this before from Merritt. We've seen it before. We've seen him go well and then just stink it up in the second half. So hopefully he keeps going and puts up a good score. Rouse 69's been good as well, doing what, as people said, Anderson should be doing. But Anderson's on 47 in his own right, to be fair. Nick Martin, 68, is fantastic. 100% game time as well is huge. And especially the fact that he's unique in my matchup v Mitch. It's a big start for Nick Martin. Good quarter as well. Had 43 points in that quarter. Closed on 60 as well, was surprising. Redmond 65, Durham 54, Weller 53, Parrish 53, Laverty and Flanders 52 each. And then you got Draper. I think if Henry's watching, he'd be happy. Draper 49, 2 goals. Anderson 47. Jai Caldwell 36, not great. But everyone's got him, so it's not really going to matter too much. Alex Davis on 31. I actually thought he was on a lot worse than that, to be fair. McGrath 30, Budrick 29, Power 27. Thankfully, I traded him out. And so they're the scores from this game. So most of the players in this game for us are going pretty well, bar Caldwell. And then the scores in the other game, for the Port game, I would imagine Rosie sat the last couple minutes on. Yeah, he did. So Rosie will be on 40 still. Horn Francis 71. Yeah, as people have said, if he's a forward next year, he could be a guy we look at. Billings on 62. So Billings just decides a few games a year ago quite well. Gawn 56, going along quite nicely there. Butters 56 as well. Boak 53. Salem 52. Houston 49. Rosie 40. Rivers on 30 as well. Sweet 25. So yeah, Gawn obviously getting the better of that matchup there. I know someone asked me about Jackson Mead yesterday. Hopefully he traded him out because he's on 23. And Oliver's still only on 8. It's horrible. So, but yeah, again, Rosie, a bit of a bad quarter there. Thankfully, Butters didn't go massive in that quarter. But yeah, just need Rosie to pick it up. And then the matchup's looking okay because as long as Mick Martin keeps doing what he's doing, that's all I need. So, Oliver an 8 at half time, says Sam. RIP Rivers says banned, praying for an 80. Double dummy, have you ordered food or already eaten? No, I haven't already eaten. I'm very hungry, but Mum is out with the sister tonight, bit of a girls' night, so I'll have to get my own dinner, so I'll probably go and get some takeaway, to be honest. Can't be bothered cooking, especially when this is done. I can't be bothered. There's AFLW ad, looking forward to that. But yeah, cool. Alrighty, I've got to go quick feed the dogs, and I've got to go do a bit of a toilet break, so I'll be back in a second. So yeah, chat amongst yourselves. If you've got any questions, it'd be good to have a couple of questions sort of waiting here for me when I'm back. So if you've got any questions, put them in the chat, and make sure you like and subscribe and all that stuff. I'll be back in a sec. We've actually got a few people watching at the moment, actually. We've got 36 people watching, so I'm hoping that all 36 of you stay, because sometimes when I duck away for a bit, come back, we've got half the people have gone. So I will be back in a couple of minutes. But yeah, chat amongst yourselves, and yeah, I'll be back. Oh, alrighty, we're back. Apologies out. I thought I'd get something to eat. I was quite hungry, so I thought I'd get something to fill the hole. And we did have a few people drop away. We're back down to 21, so yeah, we're back. All right, let's have a look. Was there any late updates? Any updates? Anything from points? Half time. Merritt got -2, I think. Parrish -3. Seems to be about it. Caldwell -4 as well. So I don't know why they took tackle away from Caldwell. Don't really remember a tackle being iffy, but this is what I mean. Bloody champion data, they just keep taking all these stats away. Apparently, has the other game started? Oh, the other game's already started. It's been on for a fair few minutes. I didn't actually realise. So how are we looking in the other game? Marshall subbed out injured apparently. So Rosie's had 16 points score. So good start to the quarter for Rosie. Just needing to keep going. Butters has only had the one kick. So is anyone watching that game? Was there a tag going on that was at Butters and then switched around to? Sorry, was it on Rosie and switched to Butters or something, or was it just what happened? All right, here we go. So we've got a fair few bit of chat here. It's good. Normally when I go away, I come back, there's nothing. So what do we got? Everyone hit that like button. It doesn't hurt anyone. Yeah, no, appreciate if everyone could smash like on the video. We've got 21, so we're only 4 away from our goal of all Watchalong. So if you did that, Mark Lancaster, Travis First, still don't know what it means. Down under fishing, do you do Supercoach as well? Yeah, I do, but obviously don't pay as much attention to it as normal. We're about to get the second half underway as well. AFL's pulling up to HQ in their BMWs, legit licking their lips when every fight breaks out. Yeah, agreed. Henry V. Davies has screwed me. Probably going to get tactical subbed off or drop force trade. No more highlights for me. Well, Henry, have you got Draper in your team? I know you're a big fan of Draper. Spicy pork and beef Vietnamese soup. Well, hello. Is it me you're looking for? Horn France played 100% forward this game. Well, that will mean that we've probably got a forward option next year. And he's probably going to be one of those top ones that we look at. Here's Nick Martin handball. So Nick Martin just got the 70. Gave it to Merritt as well. So good start for Merritt and Martin there. They took 4 points off Caldwell and 2 off Merritt. Yep. And Rivers just gave away 3, says Sam. Never trust anyone named Trent. Riley Curry, how many votes does Sarong get in that game? Probably 1 or 2. He won't get the 3, I don't think, because I lost. But he's very good. I think he's definitely in the top sort of few because he kicked the 3 goals. Didn't Caldwell give a free towards the end there? I'm not sure. Double down Rosie up to 56, which is good. Yep. Rosie better start, says Ben. Heaney crazy 80-point Supercoach called last night and gained 30 points off scaling at the end of the quarter. So what? So he essentially gained 110 points from three-quarter time onwards. I can't see a tag, says Riley. No tag as far as I could tell. Flicking back and forth, says Double Dummy. Ben Hayes not trusting any Trents ever. Travis First is elite, says Riley Curry. I don't get it. Does anyone actually get what Travis First means? I'm honestly lost with it. Need my 3 trades. Lol, says Ben. Karen Shannon should have had Heaney as VC, but he'd been scoring pouring recently. Yeah, that's fine. I don't blame you for not VCing him, to be honest. Did Tim end up getting X or Marshall? Good question. I'll have to have a look in a sec. Cherry to Draper, I'm guessing then, says Henry. Riley Curry. Willem Drew just called Oliver shithouse. Sorry for swearing, but that's what he said. Anthony Beresford. Sarong should have got 3 umpires had money on Cats today. Yeah, be interesting. But no, it's good to see you, Anthony. It's been a while since I've seen your name pop up in the chat, but good to see you back, mate. Gorn's back. He's cooking, says Ben Hayes. Yep, so he must be going on quite nicely. But yeah, as long as Rosie keeps going well, Nick Martin's doing his job. I just need Rosie to put up a good score so then at least it's not as stressful going into the matchup tomorrow. That's sort of really what I'm focusing on. So Gorn's up to 74 as well. Had a good start to the quarter. Butters is all of a sudden up to 17 for the quarter. So I was excited, and that's been short-lived. So, which is frustrating. Righty, I'm going to move just reheated up some of the veggies I had last night. Some potato bake, beans, carrots, So Nick Bryan completely ignored Merritt there and didn't give it the handball to him. And that'll be out of bounds. Rivers -1 in 12 minutes. Let's go. Ben. So yeah, Ben, I'd take it you're not very happy with him so far. Yeah. Rosie +6 says Sam. Good. That's good. Like to hear that. So that'd put him over 60 now, which is good. So the good quarter, and there's still well over half the quarter to go. So hopefully he can get himself to 80 from here. That'd be nice. If he gets to 80 at three-quarter time, I'd be pretty happy with that. That'd be a 40-point quarter. Ben King. Oh, he got the crumb as well. Mac Andrew. Oh, he got the kick. It went on the knee, and then it touched him on the foot. Good goal for Mac Andrew. So Gold Coast in front. Trading out Butters and grabbing Brayshaw. Nice, Max, says Henry. Yes, good goal. Yeah, good goal. Rao and N9 loop option. Probably not for me. I don't think he's got the ceiling. Worst trade 2 weeks back. Why would you get Brayshaw, says Riley. Yeah, I wouldn't worry about Brayshaw. No. Riley's saying that Ben's saying he traded out Butters and grabbed Brayshaw instead. So, yeah, no, that's what he did. So now we've got 31 watching, up to 23 likes now. So if you are watching, make sure you smash a like on the video. We've got 31. So if there's a portion you haven't smashed a like, make sure you do. 50 would obviously be fantastic. We're on 23 at the moment. So if you can smash a thumbs up on the video, that'd be fantastic. Make sure you subscribe as well. We do watch-alongs every Saturday night for all the games, unless there's a Crows night game that I'll go to, then we won't. We do Friday nights as well. So, yeah, the Friday night crew is not as big as the Saturday night crew. We normally have a few more on the Saturday night. But, yeah, make sure you guys... Rosie 71 now. Whew, beautiful. Thanks, Tony, for the update. Martin kick now as well. So, at least my 2 guys are going well at the moment. I just don't want Martin to do what he's done in the past and be on, 90-odd at three-quarter time and only end up on, 97. So, F. Essendon, hope the Coasters can win away finally, says Henry V. Hold on. Bit of chat going on. Missed a couple of bits there. No, I said that before. Anthony Beresford, sorry, Bales, just got back from Freo game. A little dirty. VC Cherry, I'm putting Dacos Loot to bring in Sinclair, winning all my leagues. Did you VC X Bales? Sorry if already answered. No, good. No, I brought in X this week and VC'd him, which I was very, very happy with on debut. So can't wait to trade Rivers that Spudhead can get. Yep. There's Ben. Corey, are you going to the showdown next week? Probably not. It's a Port home showdown. I'd prefer not to. And plus, I think Port will win that one. I reckon they'll get the win finally. It's been a while since they won the showdown. I think they'll get it. But I'm not going to count the Crows out. But I do expect Port to finally get a win. Best before, do you think Brad Crouch will play next year because of his one game and average of 59? He gets 27% discount, therefore $389K next year. No, he'll be priced on the year before. For his average there, best before, and he'll get the 27. He'll get the discount. I think it's the full 30% discount because I'm pretty sure it's 30% discount until they've played less than 10 games. Oh, actually, I can't actually remember, to be honest, but yeah, I think I don't know if he'll play on. I was nearly going to trade in Brayshaw and Bolter, but instead my trades were Cherry, Steele, and Pooh in for Sarong, Green, and English. Yeah, I like it. Yep. Just socketed it twice. Rosie 3 points in 4 minutes. Rosie 71 now. Butters 80. Butters cooking. He's up to 83 apparently. So, go away, Butters, man. Far out. Draper Coleman contender, says Henry V. We just get the goal, put the Bombers back in front. Crazy to think Dogs have played more games at Adelaide Oval this year than the MCG. Yeah, I know it's a bit interesting, but yeah. So there you go. Martin up to 73 now, which is good. Merritt 79. That would piss Mitch off too, says Sam. Yeah, Butters going well. Exactly. I hate Butters. He goes trash, then comes back when I trade, of course. Yep. Wise Caddy got 52 Supercoach points and Caldwell 27. I took Manor 72 Supercoaches. Caddy's been poor. I may start drinking, says Karen. Oh, you're always going to back Caldwell and even Manor over Caddy. Just one that unfortunately probably just didn't see coming. Like, no one would have thought Caddy would be scoring more than Caldwell and Manor. So with Double Dane Butters on the bench, so he won't score more for a bit. Well, that's at least good. We get a bit of respite as non-Butters owners. So there you go, Davies +6 coming up here. Will Kitty Coleman price go down after next year's season? Yeah, he'll be cheap. He'll be, well, he was cheap this year. He'll be very cheap next year. So, and he's probably, and I forgot him. He's another one. He was looking good in that role. He'll be very, very cheap next year. If he gets a full pre-season, which you'd expect him to because he's been out since March, he'll be able to get at least 12 months in and full pre-season, hopefully. So he'll be another one. He was just over 600k this year, and he'll get even more discount. He'll be in the 400s. He'll be probably mid 400s next year. So he'll be, I think, if he looks good in the pre-season with that role, he'll be a pretty popular option. Will like Gibcus be close to 200? Yeah, Gibcus will be about 200k, so he'll be another popular bench option. So yeah, definitely a couple to look at. Hornfront's going well. 87 Supercoach, says Karen. Bailey Smith, F1 lock. Yep, definitely lock. Whether it's F1 or F2 for me will depend on who's in the forward line. But yeah, probably going to be one of the top couple of forwards I pick, and definitely will be in all our teams. Just got worried that Merritt might have been a bit hurt there, but he's okay. There's Flanders with a handball. And good kick. Let's have a quick squeeze at the other game. Then I'll start eating because it's cooled down a little bit. It was quite hot, so that's why I didn't eat yet. At least Butters is still on the bench. Yeah, Rosie, 34 points in the quarter. He's had 9 kicks, 1 mark, 1 tackle. That's what we love to see. So yeah, 34 points is fantastic. So 74 he's up to now, which is great. At least Oliver's got a bit more of it. 20 points in the quarter. Gaunt's had 21 in the quarter. But at least it's good that Rosie's going along nicely now. All of a sudden he's back on track for a ton now. If he can just keep going. Bailey, how does discount pricing work? Is it? I think it's, if they miss every game, that's a 30% discount, and it goes down 3% for each game that they play. So, like, for example, because Coleman and there's Merritt, Mark, so +6 count for Merritt, because it's going to be interesting to see, because I don't know how it will work with guys like Doherty and Coleman, if it will be 30% discount or 27% because they played opening round. But I'm pretty sure it'll be 27%. So if a player misses every game, it's 30% discount on their highest average of the last 2 years, I think is how it works, if they miss the whole season. If they play more, so Nick Martin won't get the tackle there, I don't think. If they play 9 games, 27%, 8 games, 24%. So if they play 1 game, it's 27%, 2 games, 24%, 3 games, 21%. It goes down up until they played 10. And I think if they've played 10 or more games, they get priced on what they averaged. I think that's how it works. Well, I hope that is anyway. So, but yeah. Is that Noah Anderson? Yep, +6 for Anderson. Anderson getting a bit more involved now. Anderson up to, I don't know if he'll be up to 65 or if they already added the +6, but I'm not sure. They did actually add the tackle for Nick Martin as well, which is interesting. So whether they'll take that away or not is probably like Supercoach, so probably will. Oh, bad handball. Turned it over. There's Nick Martin. Handball for Martin. So just Martin ticking along nicely. Apparently Butters just kicked a goal, says Sam. That's really frustrating. So Butters is now going to be well over 90. He's going to be on track for a 120. That's going to really hurt. But good for Luke, though, against Warn Dog, though. That'll put him in the pole position. Nah, Smith will be a dud. Avoid because I want him to be unique for me. Says Double Dummy. Oliver, good shout for next season with pre-seed, says Steve-O. Yep, now he will be. Fast Foot Frenzy. Bars, how does it... Oh, yeah, I said it before. Bars, is Sparrow watching Rosie closely there or just not the wraparound halfback, says Sam. I wouldn't be looking at Sparrow personally. iSport Sausage, Brownlow, Colin Rising Star prediction. Brownlow, I really want Bont to win it. To be honest, the way it's going, I think Lockie Newell might win it again. But then you got Cripps as well. Sarong will be up there. So it's going to be interesting. I hope Bont wins it. Coleman, I hope Jesse Hogan wins it as well. But the fact that Kerno's got West Coast next week is going to be very interesting because he might be able to kick a bag. And then Rising Star, I think it'll be Ollie Dempsey. Supercoach is 40% for Zach Williams this year. Yeah, I know. Fantasy's different though. It's 30% is the max discount with that one. Piss Off Rivers says Ben Hayes, 22 points in 20 minutes. I got Warner as a pod, says Steve-O. Rosie, 74 and bench with 5:30 to go. Hopefully comes on with a couple of minutes to go, but there's Nick Mark with a +6. Love to see it. That'll be out of bounds. Oh, no. Okay, they didn't call out of bounds, but the kick got smothered. I thought he might have been called play on. And Holman, he's missed it. I'm ending lollies to stop me complaining at Rivers, says Ben. Should I trade out Sam Flanders or Dempsey to Peatling? No, I'd be keeping both Dempsey and Flanders instead of getting Peatling. I'm just worried that if Cogs is back as well next week, I wouldn't be looking at him. And I definitely wouldn't be trading Flanders. How hot was Heaney early, says Double Dummy. Yeah, he was obviously a little bit quite early, but obviously that last quarter was huge. Anthony Beresford, go Butters. He may win Brownlow after last night. He might win it, but he won't get the medal, unfortunately. Riley Curry, who's the biggest underdog to win the Brownlow? I don't know. If you're talking history, I'm not sure, but talking this year, maybe a Merritt or something would probably be the one that would maybe come out of nowhere. Maybe Noah Anderson as well, someone like that, because we know Anderson does poll votes. Best of all, Will Setterfield, 80% discount so far. Will he play next year in mid? Doesn't look like it. I wouldn't trust Setterfield. I don't even know. He's not even in their best team at the moment. In hindsight, should have gone Grundy to Gawn and Manor to Philippou, says Ben. All right, now I'm going to start eating a bit of this food. There's Nick Mark with a handball. Love to see it. Going along nicely. Parrish could kick the call to Caddy. He's been quiet, Parrish, since the first quarter. Nick Martin, top scoring for the game on 87. 100% game time. Merritt on 85 as well. It's fantastic. Anderson's working his way in the game on 68. Flanders on 63 as well. Parrish on 60. So, where's Caldwell? Someone said 38 before. Is he still on 38? Yeah, 38 for Caldwell. That's disgusting. Very, very poor. Goal for Caddy. Yeah, the fact that Martin's on 87, that's massive for a matchup. I need him now to keep going and go for like a 120. I can't afford him to just stop on 100. Get back on Rosie, says Sam. I hope he does. Marshall 170 tomorrow, says iSport Sausage. We'll have to see if he can top Cherry score. Why did Setterfield get dropped in the first place? No idea. He was injured and then never just came back in. Yeah, true, but you want your players to do well, says Sam. Oh, yeah. Oh, sorry. Yeah, now I know what you mean, talking to Ben. Yeah, of course you want all your players. Should I get rid of Holmes, says Steve? I wouldn't personally. I don't know what he scored today, but he's got West Coast and St Kilda. No. St Kilda next week, then West Coast. It's a great matchup. So I'd want to keep him. There's Merritt. Mark could get on the end of this +6 if it gets nuts. It's going to go out of bounds. So appreciate everyone that's liked the video so far. We do have our goal of 25. So appreciate everyone that's liked it so far. If we can now get to 50, that's the next goal. I don't know if we will, but if we can get to 50 likes, that'd be fantastic. Flanders is short for a +6. They're not going to go to him, though. They're going to go further. Ben King, and he drops an absolute sitter. There's Nick Martin with a handball. Merritt, get back to Martin. No, he kicked it. That's all right. We get extra point from Merritt. We'll take that. Alex Davies handball. That could be, I don't know if they'll pay a tackle for Martin for that one. They could potentially. I concur. Terrible scoring this round, says Karen. Yeah. Unfortunately, if you miss the Cherry VC, it could be a bad round for you just because of how poor everyone else has been. But we'll have to see. Is Jai Caldwell worth trading out, says Andrew. I don't think so. I think it's just there's no forward you're really going to. And no one I'd be confident would score a lot more than him to make the trade worth it. So I wouldn't trade personally. Because he went 120 odd last week. Or 118 last week. So there you go. Jed Walter goal. Horn France is a gun. Got him in draft this week, says Riley Curry. Yeah, he's a good player. Annoys me as a Crows fan. He never looks like he's happy either. He always looks like he's upset. Which is very, very odd. But at least Rosie did come back on. So we'll check soon what his score is on at 3/4 time. Port down by 3 points though. At the moment. Have the VC on Gorn. 88 with 2 minutes left at 3/4 time. Need him to get 130, please. X is killing me, says best before. He's been pretty good. X. Rosie 74 says Fast Break Frenzy. I partly didn't want to know until 3/4 time Fast Break Frenzy, but appreciate you putting in the chat anyway. Butters 94, of course he is. At least Rosie's had a good quarter, so he could potentially get a ton now. I would have liked him to be on 80 at 3/4 time for the fact that he was on 71 a fair bit ago. But Butters can piss off, says Ben. I had Horn Francis through the buys and helped me massively, says Anthony. What is Evans on? Says Roy. We'll check soon. Rosie handball, apparently, which is good. Cherry junked it up late in the fourth. Oh, 100% he did. Jed Walt's going to get another goal. Gold Coast back in front again. Fast break frenzy. Sorry, Buzz. No. It's all good. It's all good. It's literally not a big deal. When did you get into content creation? Says Oswald Sausage. When did we start doing videos? I did my own videos, I think, was it 3 years ago now? But we've been on the podcast and proper content on the channel for a good 2 years now. Well, last year was our first year, so in the start of pre-season. So it'll be nearly 2 years at the end. Well, it'll be 2 years at the end of this year. So yeah, we'll going okay. 2-point quarter for Rivers, says Ben. So Ben is not happy with Rivers. Phoenix says, I'm assuming that's meant to say bitch in there, but not sure who Phoenix is calling that. When did you start playing fantasy or dream team, says Tony Ford? Geez, it was a fair while ago. I think it was actually around when Gaff and that were debuting. So it's around 2009 to 10 to 11. I can't remember the exact year, but it was somewhere around there. So yeah, it's been a while. It's been at least it's been at least, I think it's been around 15 years or more playing fantasy. I've only taken it really seriously probably the last 5 or 6 years. Before that, it was just fun. I was just trying to do as good as I could. But it's been the last 5 years I've taken it more seriously. Obviously, podcasting and stuff like that for it. But it's well done by Graham there. Twice Graham did well there. Oh, great. No, but then Graham mucked it up. He fumbled it. Oh, he did well again. Got it back to Davies. Oh, here's Will Power getting forward. And he's sprayed it. What inspired you to get into it? I don't know. No, I don't really think anything really did sort of inspire me. Probably the traders. If I had to say, the traders are probably the ones I was like, yeah, I would love to be doing podcasting for fantasy. So it's probably the traders, the main ones that got me into it. Even like Mark Goldridge for United Stand was another one. Watching him do stuff with that. And I thought I'd like to do YouTube content and stuff. And I was like, well, fantasy I love. So I thought we'd start doing on that. Free kick to Collins. Anthony Berry said, how's your Content Creators Cup matchup looking right now? It's looking okay. It's looking decent at the moment. I've got Rosie and Nick Martin tonight. So obviously Martin's going along nicely and Rosie is going on okay. We'll go through the matchup post the game. We'll see what we're looking at. And we'll see how we're going. I need Nick Martin to keep going. I need him to go probably from here. I'd like a 120 from here for the fact that he's gone well to this point. I don't want him to stop sort of with like a quarter left and he only gets like a 9,500. So we'll see. Corey Badger, my matchup, my opponent has Merritt, Butters and Moore as uniques left and 100 ahead, and the Cherry VC account, and I have Cripps, Taranto, Hollands and Philippou left to hopefully get over the line. We'll have to see. Hopefully you do as well, Corey. Merritt in a... Oh, no, free kick against Draper again. So Jed Walter, free kick. So you give me a podcast next year, Bales, says Ben Hayes. Well, no, go for it, mate. Go for it. If you want to do a podcast, then, yeah, make it. Best fantasy player of all time, says Steve-O. I would say it's hard for me to go past Swanee, the original pig. I know that he might not have got the highest average ever, but like he's won the top few, obviously. What I mean by that is like Rocky's got the... No, sorry, Tom Mitchell's got... Is it Tom Mitchell or Rocky who's got the highest season average ever? But yeah, like Swan just... Yeah, he was the original pig when I was first playing fantasy, just captaining him and whatever and seeing him. I remember him going up 187 a few times and massive scores and captaining him then. And yeah, first player that was really like the fantasy player I used to love watching. So he would be the best of all time. My favourite fantasy player of all time would is probably Rory Laird. And then obviously Brent Stanton was obviously another one of my favourites. Don't go to handball to Redmond. Why would you bloody give it to Redmond over Nick Martin? Yeah, and see Redmond turns it over. Well, free kick downfield against Ben Long going to Essendon. So going to Caldwell. So Caldwell gets some points. Short to Durham. Durham, switch it because Nick Martin's on the other side. Oh, switch could be on. They're shaping up like they want to switch it. Yep, so Nick Martin, potentially a +6 coming up. No, probably not anymore. It's probably too slow. There's Parrish, +6 for Parrish. Good for my draft team. Oh, Nick Martin was just about to lead there and Parrish kicked it. I'm up for Ballard, apparently. Did you start your socials with other people, Bales, or did you start creating by yourself, then met others? No, so I started writing articles on DT Talk for Warnie and the boys, and then met Tim through doing AFLW Fantasy Twitter Spaces, not last season, the season before, and sort of just meeting people through that, really. And yeah, and then just started asking a few people to jump on my own videos the year before, and then got Tim on the pod and stuff, and it just started building from there. So, which is good. Dean Cox was a lock every year for a long time, says Double Dummy. Oh yeah, great. Yep, he was another great player to watch week in, week out. Bo Wars was my best pick years ago. Bo was another good player. Yep, definitely. Random Q question, Bales, do you like chickpeas? No, I haven't really had them, to be honest. So I don't really have an opinion on chickpeas, to be honest. Normal regular peas. And I've veggies, but yeah, not really an opinion on chickpeas, unfortunately. Route, that could be holding the ball. There's Nick Martin. There he goes. Nick Martin, not a bad kick as well. To Ivanja Caddy, it could be a free kick against Ballard. Yeah, good kick from Martin as well. Is Hef in the Content Creators Cup, says Steve? Yes, he is. Yep. He's in the Content Creators Cup. Didn't make the final 8 this year. Lol, the Mackay slap, what a beauty, says Henry V. But yeah, we've got just under 3 minutes now to go in the quarter. Nick Martin approach... Oh, no, he's only had the handball since we last looked, so now he's not top scoring player. Redmond's now top. Merritt's over the 90s as well. Flanders has been very quiet since his start to the game. He's only on 63, which is really going to hurt me in my matchup. Rosie, good start, apparently. Says he's on to up to 84, which is good. Says Ben, 44 to 41. So, yeah, Porter up. They've kicked the first goal of the quarter. Did Rosie kick the goal? Get Hef in the podcast, says Steve-O. We've tried Hef to get him on this year. He literally is just unfortunate. He's just so slammed. He's just always busy, which is unfortunate. He said he'd love to come on at some point, but yeah, he's just unfortunately too busy with the Keeper League pod and his full-time job. It is hard for us to get guests on as well. Like it's not as easy as just asking someone, jump on, because people have Chip Dix kicked the goal, because people have got full-time jobs as well. It's a bit different like me, where I work at a fast food restaurant for 10 hours a week, and I can spend the rest of my week doing this stuff, and I can jump on this podcast, and this podcast I get asked to go on. But most others have got, well, pretty much everyone else has got full-time jobs, so it's harder for people to jump on. But no, we want to get Hef on at some point. It'll probably just happen when it happens, I guess. I'm a big fan of the bloke, nice guy he is, says Steve. Oh yeah, Hef's a legend. A legend in the fantasy community. And also, again, legend from Adelaide. Nick Martin handball, got it at Parish. So Nick Martin is over 90 now, which is good. And Caddy, tried to go for goal. Probably could have given it off there. Down the line, which should mark, yep. Got Flanders short for a kick, so +6 for Flanders. Flanders at least is approaching 70 now as well. Where do you work, says I'll support sausage. Hungry Jacks, unfortunately. Hopefully we won't have to do it too long. It'd be nice if this YouTube thing can grow enough where I just can do this in the future. But just need more people subscribing, more people tuning in and stuff, and then you can do it as a full-time job. That'd be nice, but got a bit to go before we start doing that. If anyone wants to put in a super chat and help support that, and then make me not work at Hungry Jacks, then feel free to put in a super chat. Or if they want to donate to me my America trip, then I'm going to America in October. But if there's all of you subscribed and like the video, Martin got a kick there as well, and he's going to get the ball back as well. He's going to, careful, Martin. Got the handball away in time. Good. 2 disposals though. Potentially could get it back here. Caldwell got a handball as well. There's Flanders. Don't argue. So handball for Flanders. Three-quarter time. Shit, that came up pretty quick. Sad to say, but this last quarter will be a bomber blowout, says Henry V. We'll have to see. Who's the god tier creator and fantasy expert? Probably, I'd probably say like a Warn Dog and Selby, probably the 2 top ones at the top, I reckon. What degree did you do again, Bales? Journalism. Did journalism one. Merritt and Martin nearing the ton. Hopefully they can get well over it, says Sam. Yep, agreed. Sport Sausage. Hey, works out though. Hopefully content works out for you. Thanks, mate. Very much appreciated. Corey Blackledge, what is the thoughts on the rumours of Jack Viner North? I don't know. We'll have to see if he goes, but if these upset Port, then the ladder's wide open against a double dummy. Yeah, it'd be very interesting if that happens. I'd like to trade Jack Ginnivan, says Andrew. Yep, he can go, I guess, if you want to trade him. 2 points, 35 minutes for Big Trent, says Ben. And Sam, I get so stressed when a fantasy player of yours is about to get tackled and hope they can get the ball away. But it's also that, but it's also hoping they don't get injured as well. Ben, I'm thinking of doing counter-terrorism and security degree after year 12. Yeah, no, go for it. If you want to do it, go ahead. Yeah, if that's your passion, do it. So scores at 3/4 time. So we've got Matt Rao top scoring on 102, which is interesting, going along very nicely. Redmond and Nick Martin. So Nick Martin on 99. After we were saying he wasn't top scorer, he's essentially there. So 99 is very good. Zach Merritt's on 96 as well. Both guys going along very nicely there. Closey 85 as well. Brookie we used to have there. Darcy Parish 78. Slowed down after the first quarter, but still on track for a ton there. Flanders 71. Wasn't looking as good as that late. Anderson went quiet late in that quarter with only a 70. And where's Caldwell? Is he over 50? Caldwell 46. Still not great. So we'll see how he goes. But Alex Davies 52 in drafts is not too bad. It's pretty much about it, I reckon. But no, obviously all our players going along pretty nicely in this game besides Caldwell, but everyone's got him. I think a lot of us that have got Nick Martin still. A few people trade off him, so Nick Martin going big is going to help us in the rankings, which is good. So let me just have a quick look at the scores in the Port game. So we've got... let me have a look. So 16 minutes to go. bloody Boak is on 101, and I benched him in draft for Hogan's 84. Typical. Butters 99 going along nicely. Gorn 97. Houston 92. Rosie 84, which is good. So obviously had the 10 points scored. It hasn't done much since, but still 84 is fine with 16 minutes to go. Salem 83. Sparrow 62. Logan Evans 55. Someone asked about him before. Oliver's on 39. That's still very bad. Rivers 32. Yeah, well, that's very, very bad. And then Mead's on 27. So hopefully whoever asked me about him again traded him out. So, oh, beautiful. We've got a few super chats here. Thank you very much, guys, for this. So what do we got? So, has Butters piss off 97, says Ben. So Henry V. Never shrilled money for any YouTube or streamer, but you seem like a nice enough person. Thanks, mate. I don't know if that's a compliment or whatever, but I like it. That's funny. I'll like the super chat. Apparently I can like it now as well. Rumours of Petty leaving Melbourne. I think he just signed a contract extension, to be fair. Good on you, Henry, says best before. I would like to trade Ginnivan to Peatling, says Andrew. I don't hate that trade. For your US trip, coffee at airport, mate, says Anthony Barrow. So thank you very much for that, mate, for the 10 there. Bales, check the chat, says Riley Carr. Yeah, I did. Thanks, mate. So expensive. Blow the chat up so he sees the super chat. Yeah, I did. It's all good. I automatically see the super chats anyway, and I see all the chat as well. So don't tell me Rivers score Bales. Drew 54 as well, says Corey. Riley Carr, you don't normally get super chats on watchalongs. Yeah, no, not normally on the watchalongs. So very much appreciated for Anthony and Henry there. If anyone else wants to do it and make this a full-time job for me, then feel free. I would like to be part in the broadcast with my camera, says Andrew. I can't add anyone on the thing, unfortunately. It's just too hard with the software that I use. I can only do my own cameras, unfortunately, Andrew. We can't do it, unfortunately. But it's good that you're tuning in anyway. It's good to have people tuning in. Might be more Ben Hayes. I haven't been to the US lately, says Anthony. Come on up, says Sam. Henry V was supposed to be a compliment. Appreciate the effort you put into the streams and vids. Thanks, Henry. No. I was. Yeah, it was funny the way you said it. You seemed like nice enough. I took it as a joke and I thought it was good. So no, very much appreciated, mate. You were reading the scores when they were put in. Yeah. No, it's all good. Bales, are you a HJ store manager? No, definitely not. I couldn't work there more than 10 hours. I just take up too much time there. So, best before, thanks to Super Chat, mate. McDonald's sucks. Love the Hungry Jacks. Thanks, mate. Very much appreciated. But no, thanks for Super Chats. We've got them flying in. Up to $20 now. Fantastic. Rosie, 90 now, says Ben. Beautiful. Rivers +2, says Ben. But no, I appreciate the Super Chats best before, Anthony and Henry. Yeah, very much appreciated. I recommend the Brisket Hungry Jacks, says Andrew. Yeah, it's a new one, so it'd be interesting to see what people think of that. What uni are you going to in the US? Will you still be doing content over there, says Gareth. No, I won't be doing a uni study. I'm just going over there just for a holiday. Because last time I was there for study, so this time I'm going over there to actually just sort of relax and chill for 6 weeks, which would be good. Is that Van Rooyen subbed? Apparently it is, says Sam. HJs, have they gone back to the proper muffin instead of the stupid new choice they have was far superior egg and bacon? Now it's proxy, says Double Dummy. I don't know what bun you're talking about, but they're just the normal bacon and muffins that we do. So I'm assuming they're back to normal. Rosie +6 again, apparently. So is that 96 now? Ben Hayes, where are you going in the US? And a +3. Is it 99 now for Rosie now, or 90 or 96? There is more. Hang on. So where are you going in the US? So I'm staying with friends and that in Virginia, which is near DC. But then I'll be traveling to like New York, Boston. Probably go to Vegas again. And this game started, by the way. Merritt's got the first clearance of the game. And Draper Mark. It's a Turkish bun. Yeah, no. You might have probably caught that when they ran out of muffins, because sometimes they run out of muffins and they use that bread instead. So, but no, we've got the normal muffins, I think, at least anyway, unless they've changed, and I haven't seen them, because I don't normally work breakfast. I normally start 11, which is when breakfast finishes. There's more seagulls than players at the MCG, says Corey. Oh, nice. Sorry, I thought you were studying, says Gareth. No, all good. No, I did study when I was there last time, but no, this time just going over there for a holiday. 93, I think, says Sam. No, 93 is still good, though. The fact that he's nearly on the ton and it's probably only about halfway through that quarter or still over halfway to go is good. I was told they don't do them anymore. That was months ago and haven't been back, said Double Dummy. I'll have a look, and you can ask me again on another stream and I can let you know. But, yeah, maybe we got rid of them. I don't know. It'd be a dumb decision if we did, because I know that a lot of people don't necessarily like the Turkish bread, especially for a muffin as well. Go to Macca's for muffins if that's the case. Corey, the stats guru, counting the seagulls. Best before, what do you do if you drop a meat patty on the floor? I refuse to open my burgers in case I see something horrible and never eat again. So if we drop meat patty on the floor, obviously it gets chucked out. It's got to be chucked out. You definitely cannot use that in a burger. You chuck it out, and if you touch the ground, you wash your hands and change gloves and everything. So there's Nick Martin with a kick. So he's on the ton, Nick Martin already. Come on, Martin, go 130. Make it big. Turkish bread is more lunchy for me. Yeah, agreed. Breakfast got to be brioche. Rosie96 just got added another +3. Beautiful. Damn, no more Rivers +2s. Respect. But yeah, no, definitely got to chuck it out. How are Maccas and HJ meant to make money like the items? Wait, how are Maccas and HJ meant to make money? Like, what items do you make money off? I think we make money off everything. I don't know. I just go there, put an apron on, work for a few hours, and I go. I don't go delve too much into everything else outside that, to be honest. What's the one thing people should never order from Hungry Jack's? I don't know. Nothing really I don't like, to be honest, but I wouldn't say that I wouldn't recommend anything, to be honest. They're probably all good. Merritt intercept mark, love it. Could Merritt finally put that 130-140 score up tonight? He's on track to at the moment. Pancakes or waffles, says Riley. Yeah, probably the only thing I'd say almost not recommend getting at Hungry Jack's to be stuff like like pancakes, because they're the same pancakes you can pretty much essentially get from the shops. But most other stuff is good. So, Caddy 40 points more than Caldwell. What clan world is this, says Karen. Yep, it's ridiculous. Stop with the HJ questions, says Henry V. Yeah, we're going to a bit of a HJ chat. Normally when I'm not at Hungry Jack's, I don't want to be focusing on them. So, I heard like Macca's loses money on like the soft serve, but gains on other items. Just heard it somewhere. Yeah, I'm not sure. Butters -3, says Ben. Good. I'm happy with that. More seagulls than D's fans at the G, says Sam. Best for says vegan burger. To be fair, the veggie patties aren't actually horrible. I've tried them I've just tried them for the sake of it. Put like some mayo, cheese and stuff on. It's not actually too bad. Not the vegan cheese and vegan mayo though. The vegan cheese smells bad. It smells just plastic and it's just not great. Bring back the burger bot, says Yacht Rocky. I can't, but maybe let Hungry Jack's know about that. Do you get freebies, says Andrew? No, still got to pay for the food. So a lot of Hungry Jacks questions tonight. Very different for a stream. Merritt up to 105 as well. Nick Martin 102. Very happy to see both those guys over the ton, and particularly HJ Fanatics' new podcast idea, says Gareth Evans. Yeah, mate, might have to do that, to be fair. And by doing all this, I'm forgetting that my veggies and stuff are here. Anderson with the clearance. Where's Nick Martin? Give it to Martin Caldwell. Bad kick from Caldwell to Merritt, but Caldwell got it back. Shield give it out to Nick Martin's free. Nick Martin's free. He's got no one on him. And Durham goes for goal and he's missed it. You idiot. Unbelievable. Oh, and he nearly turned over Yulin from the kick in. Haven't had HJs in a while, says Sam. Ossport Sausage, haha, what have I unleashed, Bales? Yes, Ossport Sausage, you've done something. What have you done, mate? Gorn 109, keep going. My son says best before. Yeah, good to see Gorny going well. Love the fried chicken burgers, says Sam. Watching the NBL 1 game whilst listening to the stream, says Ben. Yep, fair enough. There's Nick Mark. Come on. Oh, he fumbled it. That's very frustrating. Who would have had a touch there, just fumble. Still can't believe Rivers has scored 2 points in 45 minutes, says Ben. Yeah, it's very frustrating. I'm thankful I don't own him because I'd be very upset. So I'm sorry, Ben. Could be deliberate. You got to get paid deliberate, I think. They're not deliberate. He knocked it out deliberately. Very, very interesting. Ridiculous. Ben was saying 34. Sam needs 40. Flanders needs 40 more points. Graham needs 200 more points. What's Caldwell and says Gareth, he's not very good. Wait, I think, did Nick Martin finally go off? Oh, no, he's still in the forward line. Nick Martin's still 100% game time. And Langford Mark. Oh, he got free kick against, is it? Oh, no, it's a mark. Rosie hasn't scored for ages, says Ben. He might have been on the bench, potentially. But at least he's still near 100. I just wanted 100 from him tonight. I was just thinking, as long as Rosie or Martin get a big score and the other one just gets 100, I'm happy. Which if Martin just gets another 18 or so points, that's fine for me. Rosie 99 apparently. Gawn 21 touches, 14 contested, 29 hitouts. Yeah, Gawn's having a good game, Corey. Goal. No, Draper's missed it. Be good to see if bloody Gold Coast put Flanders back into defence. I wonder what Flanders' position will be next year in fantasy. If it'll be defence because he played so much there in the season, or if it'll be a midfielder. I don't know. Free kick Ben McCoy. Give it to Martin. Get the handball to Martin McCoy, you idiot. What would you go to McGrath for? Or if McGrath goes to Martin, then that's fine. Go to Martin. He's gone to Merritt. Merritt gives the handball to Martin, and Martin gets handball. So I'll take that. Martin and Merritt both get points. When Jakey Stringer lining up for goal. Actually, me saying Jakey Stringer, that annoys me. Whenever Jobe Watson does free Essendon games, have you guys noticed how he always says Jakey Stringer or Zachy Merritt? It's so annoying. Does my head in. Do you do a team review at the start of the year? Yep. In AFL Fantasy, I do one like when it first opens up. I do a first draft for a team reveal, and then I'll do a team reveal closer to the season starting. So I normally do 2 in the preseason. Caldwell 51. I need a copy of your team, says Riley Curry. Luke Ryan would have to be the most hated player in fantasy game at the moment. Goes big when nobody has him. Doubled Stewart's score. Yeah, very annoying. Port vs Melbourne is actually a good game to spot low score. Both benches are sucking air. They're going to be flat out with lots of big UFC takedown tackles from both teams. You said yesterday Eagles would lose to North. I did Chase Williams, and Eagles came from nowhere. So very, very good. Mr. Redfooty, yeah, Eagles won. Yeah, Eagles played very well, especially in the last half of the game. I thought North had it. I thought North were up by 4 or 5 goals and they were going to win, but Caldwell off again. Rosie 102, good. He's got the ton, which is good to hear. Anderson, bad handball. Ben Long. Melbourne up by 6 points as well in that game. Closey again. Closey held me in draft. He's going to get near 100. Trent, you knobs, says Ben. Up Trent Rivers, up the Trent. Come on, mate. 50 points in the last 5 minutes. I don't know if he'll quite get that. Sparkle Marks is Sam, so I'm sure he'll be lining up to put the scores level. Here's Flanders. Flanders with the dribbler. He's kicked the goal. Sam Flanders scores a level in this game. How crazy was Dossie in his super coach? Got the 0 from Richards last night on field. Oh, did he really? Oh, bloody Doss. West Coast Eagle says Flanders. Yep, very happy with him. Scores level, says Sam. Riley Curry, where is the super chat button that gives Ben Hayes another trade every week? Both games, says Sam. Yeah, no, they're very close. Trent highly owned? Nah, not really. All square at the G as well. Done. Yep, all square everywhere apparently. One person in my Supercoach League, Captain Manor for 67 by accident. Yeah, unfortunately, everyone sometimes just every now and again that'll happen. So Flanders after 80. I'd really hope Flanders can get to 100 as captain in my draft team. So hopefully he can keep getting there. But he's on 80, which is okay. Essendon need a win though. Essendon can't lose. If they lose and Hawthorn win, they'll jump above them. And then also Hawthorn and the other teams around us will be actually hoping Crows beat Bulldogs to keep it close. Wait, so it's a free kick to Gold Coast. Why is there no advantage for Noah Anderson? There should have been an advantage for Noah Anderson. Anderson was in the clear and was going to send in 50. That's bullshit. Rosie 105 says Sam. Beautiful. Love to see it. How long's left in the other game? How long left? Nick Martin. Handball and kick. I feel like I have a hair in my mouth. It's just annoying. 6 minutes left in the game. Okay, cool. So Rosie can still get a 110 from here. And he won't come off, I can't imagine, with the game being close. Rosie Mark. Well, okay, this could be a 110. Bells will go huge here in 6 minutes. Rosie shot at goal, says everyone. Riley Curry, I've got 50k subs. I'll make it with Rando Go Fancy Minutes. After say, would you tick off Simpkin to Power, trade out Brayshaw? Trade out Brayshaw you could with the hard matchup if you've got no other issues. Simpkin to Power feels a bit sideways. I still feel like Simpkin will be better than what he's done, but you could always do it. Rosie going for goal if it's no score from Narkle. But everyone's saying, yeah, Rosie shot at goal. People saying they took it off of him. About to lose to a bloke ranked 38,000 in the semi-final. I'm ranked 8k. Stuart Young, Whitfield, Neil have all bombed as my unique. Such a cruel game, this one. Score review, though. People saying, no, don't give it. -3. Chairman Duddy, Spud. 105 for... Rosie's still 105. I'm still for that. Still okay. Still could get more points. Just pulled gold back. Some bullshit before play. Score review was a point, so no mark to Rosie. That's annoying. That would have been a +12. Would have been on 117, near 120. Is that tackle for Nick Martin? Yeah, beautiful. Anyone watching Port game, what is Rivers doing? Says Ben Hayes. Score review was a point. Oh, yeah, I said it before. I learned from the best, says Riley Curry. Riley Curry said I'm 13, though. That's like Rosie gets a kick. So what's he on 108 now? Merritt trying to get back on. Merritt's been on the bench for 6 minutes, which is atrocious again. Essendon leaving their captain on the bench for this long. Oh, Martin could get it here. Menzies, give it to Martin, you idiot. Hobbs got out of the tackle there, luckily. Kicks it forward. And Ballard mark. Max Gawn, almost 200 in Supercoach. There you go. Max Gawn has got 8 frees tonight. 4. Okay. I do have Gawn in Supercoach, so that's good. I held him because I didn't have enough trades and I don't have Cherry or Marshall in there, so it'd be good to see Gawn go big. How's Menti still on the team, says Sam. I don't know. It'd be interesting to see what Essendon players think. Ben Hayes saying Rosie up to 108 now, which is good. How long left in that game? How long left? Maybe a couple of minutes. I feel like I might want to just chuck it over there. Rivers, what are you doing, mate? 4 minutes left, apparently, says everyone in the chat there. Salem really killed Rivers here. Time to get Ryan back for Rivers. Rivers, what are you doing, mate? Says Henry. 3:48 to go. I don't know. Do people want me to switch it over for like the last 2 minutes for that game and then bring it back here because there's still 8.5 minutes left? Or people just want me to keep it on here and everyone else watches it? Ben, give the handball to Martin. No, missed his target. Rivers +3, apparently, people are saying. Parrish kick and hits Hobbs. So Martin now top scoring again, 116, 100% game time still. Merritt 112 as well. Flanders still on 80. Where's Caldwell? Caldwell's still 54. That's disgusting. And Stringer couldn't take the mark. Merritt was around the place. Langford should have given the handball to Merritt first time, and he didn't. There's Flanders handball. There's Merritt will get a kick here. So Merritt will be on 115 when they update it in a sec. Stringer lining up for goal this time. 110 for Rosie, says Corey. Good to hear. Yes, please. It will be exciting, says Riley. Switch it. Switch it's a good final 3 minutes. 110 for Rosie. Switch it. Okay. All right. I'll switch it because this has still got a bit of game to go. So we're switching over to the Port game for a couple of minutes to see the ending. Well, my headphones apparently have died, but the mic's still working. So here we go. What do we got? 2 minutes to go. Rush behind for someone. Rush behind for Port. So 2 points, Port lead. Can Melbourne get it done? I would love nothing more than Melbourne to win. Just a bad crowd again. Oh, high free kick for Langford. So Melbourne have got a chance to get it forward. Minute 49 to go. Who's number 27 for Melbourne? Straight to Alir. Why on earth would you kick it to Port's best intercepting defender? There you go, Horn Francis with a +6 here. Port going into chip mode. Rosie will probably finish on 110, I think. I don't think he'll get much more. There's Farrell. Oh, there you go. Melbourne on the break. Here's Rosie. No, he just bumped there. Horn Francis with a mark. Go to Rosie. Rosie short. Rosie short. Go to Rosie. Horn Francis, you idiot. It's going to go all the way back and switch it over to Houston. So, yeah, this would probably be... Can Rosie get a +6 here? Be nice to get one more +6 for Rosie. That's fair. I think Port will get the game here. Oh, Marty Hawes, 27. Yep. I imagine this is probably going to be game unless Melbourne have got to take a mark right now. Yeah, it's against Gawn. Free kick against Gawn. So that'll be it. Rosie +6 here. Play on. So it's a kick anyway, regardless. So he got the kick. Go back to Rosie if he's there. Horn France has been massive in this last couple of minutes. So there you go. Port will win the game. and Port win the game. That's annoying. I did think they were going to win anyway, so no surprises there with that one. So we've still got, 5 minutes to go in this game. So we'll check the scores at the end of the games, but obviously we do know that Rosie got 113, which is great. Good score. Considering it was on 40 at half time. And both Merritt and Martin are both over 125, which is fantastic. Big 41 from Trent Rivers says LM7, and then Ben says, let's go. That's funny. What did I miss anything? Gold Coast are a pain to watch, says Henry. Should I get Luke Ryan back in my side, says Andrew? I probably wouldn't know. I know he's gone big, but surely Freo will look at it and go, they've lost 2 games in a row because of it, and they'll go back to what they were doing. Should I get Luke Ryan? No, I said it before. Does anyone laugh when Bales gets pissed his player doesn't get it? Says Ben. 46-point quarter from Horn Francis. I thought Martin was going to be for +6 here. Anderson, a huge letdown, says Riley. Come on, Coast, says Henry. Oh, Archie Roberts, good mark. Parrish here for a +6. Kicks it to Stringer. Not a great kick. Merritt keeps it in. That's in the back, surely. Surely in the back. Yeah, in the back for Merritt. Free kick from Merritt. Horn Francis, 138. Wow, huge score. Where's Martin? Is Martin around the place? My mum had a meeting with the Freo CEO for her work. I asked if she could ask for some free tickets. Gareth Evans, hope Sinclair goes nuts tomorrow. I'll trade a Martin for him. Should I get Horn Francis back in my side, says Andrew. You could. I probably wouldn't look at it. Sam Parrish should have gone to Merritt for a +6. Yeah, agreed. Corey, trading Martin and Merritt has been huge for my team the last two weeks. Horn Francis, they've left my team gun, says Karen. Here's Merritt. Merritt forgot. No, you missed it. They need one more point for it to be a valuable one there. Merritt up to 130 though, so it's been a while since we've seen Merritt go 130 plus. So this is the second time this year, I believe, he's gone over 130. So it's good to see a ceiling score from Merritt. We could see him go 140. He hasn't gone over 140 this year. And I did say a couple of weeks ago, I find it hard to believe that Merritt will go a whole year without going over 140. So it could be here. Where's Nick? Is Nick Martin actually on? No, Nick Martin's there. He might actually get it here. There's Martin. Handball. Beautiful. Handball for Martin. Martin approaching 130 as well, which is huge in my matchup. Oh, there's Gresham. That'll be the sealer. That's the sealer for the Bombers. And the Bombers will get it done. Oh no, free kick against. Apparently it's a push. Got rid of Caldwell week early, but thank God I'm off this week, says LM7. Gold Coast really going to lose this, says Henry. Oh, we don't know now. There wasn't a goal, so Gold Coast got a chance again. Everyone else used their captain loop at the end of it to feel better about themselves. Is par like 2,200? I don't know what par will be. I think it'll still be 2,300 just because the 169 from Cherry. But I don't know. But then again, there are a lot of low scores, so it might not be 2,300. It could be lower, as you say, maybe 2,200. Here you go. Jake Rogers. He's marked it. If you go and board to Nick Holman's short for a kick. That's not the kick I'd be doing to Ben King, but out of bounds. So 1:29 left. Can Essendon hold on for back-to-back close wins? Caldwell stink up in midfield, one trade left and he's going to go. Yeah, he's been disappointing last couple of weeks. I thought this would have been a game would have gone well as well. So ball up. Minute 20 left. Minute 14 to go. I wonder if Merritt can get 10 more points in the last... No, sorry, 6 more points in the last couple minutes to get the 140. There's Caldwell with a kick. Collins, that's a good mark. Very important mark as well. Give Gold Coast another chance to go inside 50. Oh, that's a bad... Why would he go there? Why would you not kick long in the 50? Now it's a bloody ball in. Bit of pushing and shoving again, involving Mac Andrew. My dad, Captain Merritt, says Riley. I'd be very, very happy with that. Phew, that's massive. Especially if you miss Cherry, going Merritt captain is pretty good. So... Boundary throwing again. So 36 seconds left. It's at the right end of the ground for Gold Coast. Punch away Stringer. Caldwell with a kick again. Collins just bangs it forward. Oh, Mac Andrews marked it. Oh, Mac Andrew, what a mark. Wow. Now, so I'm currently on 8, 7, 7, 6, 5. So people refrain a bit from putting it in the chat just yet until I've celebrated, or not, because we'll see what happens. Mac Andrew can win the game for Gold Coast. I'm not going to look in the chat in case someone does accidentally put it in the chat that what's happened. Mac Andrew to win the game for Gold Coast. Far out. I didn't expect that. Collins just grabbed the ball and just smashed it forward. And it worked. So Mac Andrew. Can he get the job done for Gold Coast? I don't think they can make finals, but it'd be a pretty good win away from home if they can get it done. Essendon being inaccurate as well. And he's got it. He's got it. Gold Coast win. He's shushing the crowd as well. Mac Andrew wins it for Gold Coast after the siren. There you go. Wow. Big win for Hardwick and Gold Coast. Obviously, I don't think they can make finals, but wow. Wow. Essendon let it slip, and that's Essendon done, I think, for the finals. I think they're now out, or they need literally everything to go right for them now. I literally need people to lose ahead of them, so they probably shouldn't have lost that game. 26 shots to 22. I thought they did fairly dominate the game for most of the day, but they really just didn't get the job done in the end, so... got 26 likes. Let's get another 4 likes before we end the stream so we can get to 30. But yeah, wow. Mac Andrew gets it done. So first win away from home this season. So let's have a look at the scores from the game. So Zach Merritt, 134 was big. Second time this season over 130. Good to see Merritt put up a ceiling score. Nick Martin, 127. Was good to see Nick Martin put up a big score. Especially because he's a unique in my matchup as well. Matt Rao, 122. Redmond, 108. Closey got 99. Parrish got a 98. So Parrish only scored 50 points after quarter time, which is disappointing for anyone that did have him in draft. Noah Anderson, 94 again. Not a great score. You probably want more than that, to be honest. Flanders, 82. I had him captain in draft. That's disappointing as well. Should have gone Martin captain. But yeah, Flanders again, back-to-back games of poor scores. He just doesn't mark or tackle very much, to be honest. Caldwell, 62. That's disappointing. His tackles are right down as well. Only 2 tackles. And that's probably about it from that game. So obviously, yeah, Merritt and Martin obviously massive. We'll have a look at the Port scores as well. I think we're up to 28 likes as well. So let's get 2 more likes on the stream. There. So let's have a look. So Horn Francis 138 was massive. Gawn 118. Boak 118. Houston 115. Rosie 113. Pickett 111. Butters 108. Neil Bullen 102. Salem 95. Logan Evans 64. Sparrow 75. Oliver 46. That's very bad. And Rivers 41, unfortunately. So, but no, good night for my team anyway. Besides Caldwell, everyone did what they need to. So, what have we missed here? Made Martin play all game just to lose last play, says LM7. Well, it was good to see him play 100% of the game. It was fantastic. Don deserved that. Sorry, Bombers fans, but they have just let it go from sitting second on ladder 8 games ago. Riley Curry, Martin looks like he just got hit by a brick wall. And there's Damien Harwick running up to Mac Andrew and hugging him. That's funny. Corey Badge on 15-6-1 with 7 to go. Sinclair, Cripps, Welsh, Taranto, Marshall, Hollands and Philippou. Sam, I have a buy in 2 of my draft leagues. Would you take 113 or roll into Roma? I'd roll into Roma this week. I think this week you probably want a bit more, so I'd do that. This is bonkers, but would you stream till midnight if I drop 20? You can feel free to drop 20 in the super chat if you want. I don't know if I'll be here till 12 though, but be here for another few minutes, I guess. I'm elated, says Henry. My favourite Gold Coast goal since the great Carmichael Hunt, says Double Dummy. Well, the Noah Anderson one was pretty good. Was it last year or a year before? So, but yeah. All right, I want to have a look at my matchup with Mitch because I think I'm in a good spot now with Nick Martin going big. Yeah, there you go. So obviously the forward line again's been bad besides Heaney. Let's have a look. So me and Mitch. So I've had Martin 127, Young 75, Dunkley 92, Green 98, Rosie 113. So I've got Philippou left. Mitch has got Sinclair to come, Dacos 71, Brayshaw 81, Laird, Walsh to play, and Peatling 83. So I am in a good position. I just obviously don't want Walsh, Laird, and Sinclair going absolutely nuts tomorrow, because then that could bring it back. But obviously I'm in a good position at the moment, which is handy. So yeah, hopefully we can get the job done. Yeah, Nick Martin though, 127, good score from him. Is that the first time this season he's played 100% game time? Yeah, first time this season he's played 100%. So good to see him playing the whole game. I'll probably keep him next week now, to be fair. He'll be one I keep. I'll probably keep Merritt as well, so it'll be Sarong and Young that probably go for me. Actually, how's my draft going? Because I'm in a final with that, and having Flanders captain is definitely sucking. And he's taking the 113 from Rosie as captain as well. So I still have a 111 from Ashcroft to be added, but of course I bench Boak to take Holland to take Hogan's score, and of course it won't work out. My bench in draft has been huge. Ashcroft 111, Darcy Cameron 108, Hogan 84, Boak 118. And I don't get those bloody scores on field, which is frustrating. Who's he got left? So he's got Hinge to come, Steele, Trelaw, Pendles to be added, Crouch, and McDonald. So it'll be close. I'm hoping I can get the job done anyway. That'll be interesting. So, Riley Carey-Hard, don't worry about it, Bales. I'm just trolling. I would drop a 5 for being a smart ass, but I'm 13, says Sam. That's all right. All good, mate. Sam, Young and Sarong will go for me too. Double W for me. Essendon losing is so sweet, even more so as it helps the Hawks with making the 8. Yeah, good point. Caelan Fife, would you still say trading Myers to Philippou was a good trade and going English to Marshall? English to Marshall is good. Obviously, trading Myers is annoying because he got 97, but hopefully Philippou goes and matches it at least. So that would be solid. So Alrighty, well, I think I'll end it there. Been a good watch long as always. Close game once again. Thank you, obviously, to Anthony Beresford, Henry, and Best Before for the super chats. Very much appreciated. That will help in terms of anything. In terms of US trip coming up. Jason Beck. So Shield gets traded out, so Caldwell plays mid all year. Yeah, it's stupid how he keeps playing mid over Caldwell. But yeah. But anyway, we're back tomorrow night for our round review as always. A little bit later. It'll be, I think it'll be about 8:30 Eastern tomorrow. Be a bit later when Tim will be free, and then I'm coming back from the Crows game. So it'll be a bit of a later one than normal, but we'll be live tomorrow. I'll tweet out everything, and you guys, if you turn notifications on, you get notified anyway when we're live. But yeah, make sure you guys smash like on the video. We need 2 more likes for 30. That'd be pretty good if we can get to 30. But yeah, have a good night, Bales. Thanks for the content as before. Thanks, mate. Thanks, Bales. Peace out. Good luck for the rest of the week, says Riley. Thank you, mate. Everyone's saying cheers. Thanks, guys. What do we got here? So we've got a couple more subscribers. We're up to 2632. So thank you to anyone that's just subscribed. Appreciate that. But yeah, we'll be back tomorrow night for our round review as always. And yeah, as I said, good luck for everyone for the week. Make sure Tim isn't in the podcast this time, says Ryan. No, he won't be. He'll be sitting down. Good luck with your scores, most of the double down. Thanks, mate. Hope I can get the job done over Mitch. That's the hope from here. So, but anyway, guys, thanks for tuning in. And yeah, we'll catch you guys tomorrow for our round review. So thanks, guys. And I'll see you in the next one.